Okay. Welcome back to Pokemon Yellow. Welcome back. Yeah, I finally got the Gen1Recomp thing working again. Oh, this is still too loud, isn't it? Yeah, I finally got the Recomp thing working again. So we're gonna have to restart our Nuzlocke one more time. Yeah, there's no way to import saves on Wartime. And we're gonna have to restart entirely. This is the way I wanted to play. Yeah, as much as I love the OG games and stuff, they don't have 3D Pikachus. I want my Pikachu in 3 dimensions. Yeah, this was like tough to get working with it. I had to download the Gen2Recomp thing. I was gonna do it anyways, cause we're gonna play Gold after this, probably. Hi, Wyvern, hi, Wyvern, hi. Good morning, girl. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart. That's fine though, we just like, yeah. The freaking Pikachu died, it's a Misty anyway. We don't want her best friend to be dead forever in the box for the whole playthrough, do we? Yeah, maybe it's a good thing actually that like I got this working actually. We get 3-dimensional Pikachu. And he's still alive. We have to make sure that he doesn't die this time. Hi Dusky, hi Dusky, hi. How are you today? How are you today? Yeah, I don't know why, but the Nuzlocke mod like definitely broke this by the way. Every other mod seems to be fine. But the Nuzlocke mod that I was using just broke everything. We'll have to keep track of things manually, I guess. Instead of using the game. Okay. The first battle. Yeah, you can't import your save from an emulator into this mod thing, so yeah. Honestly, Pikachu was dead. Pikachu died. He was perma-dead. And this is the way I wanted to play this anyways. Yeah, we'll have to do an hour of work, I guess. Just to get back to Misty. Ah, God. One could play for a full hour just to get back to Misty. Yeah, hopefully we don't just die this time. I think I'm more prepared this time. Okay. Make our Pikachu happy. We can talk to him and see how he feels about it. He's very unimpressed right now. Yeah. The whole reason we're playing Gen 1 stuff again, by the way, is definitely because of the Recomp stuff. So, yeah, without it... I wasn't happy about that. I wasn't happy about it. I mean, look at that. 3-dimensional Pikachu. This is what it's all about. You're tired? I'm also tired. I feel less like, yeah, less like a melted cake than I did yesterday. Like a melted, like, Mars bar or something. I actually feel like not okay today. Yeah. I feel good today, I think. Maybe I'm up for a long and hard Pokemon session. I think I could be. A long and lengthy stream today would be amazing. It would. It really would, Yeah, we have a lot to do, by the way. I think think the goal for today is at least to get back to Misty where we were before. Cause the grind around Future City is crazy. Now that I know the Onyx only has bind, and that the thing I have to be scared about is a child's censure. Yeah. I hope that Brock is gonna be a big deal. I really don't think so. It's Misty that's scary with her Star Me and her Star You. With her 2 endgame water psychic Pokemon. With her 2 OP Pokemon. I need to appreciate that Misty is a challenge. What's the new Pokemon games are so unchallenging? They're so ridiculously like dead brain, like baby easy. Like, imagine a new gen Pokemon player trying to fight Misty. I don't think they'd be able to win. They'd probably quit and rage. Probably. I mean, I'd probably. Yeah, they get real mad. Pilks, a package. Handle with care. Handle with care. Yeah, I'll never be a new gen Pokemon player. If I wanted to play a game like that, I would play Power World. But I didn't like Power World. I thought Power World was boring. I had the same opinion about Ark Survival though, so... Basically Pokemon Ark Survival, and I wasn't a fan. I didn't even like regular Ark. And I definitely don't like the new, like, open world, Pokemon name things. Like, they're not even full open world, they're kind of... I don't know. Maybe it is full open world actually, and I'm feels like crazy actually. I know, hi. Yeah, I don't know what that's like. I think what I want to call them is pseudo-survival games actually. They are open world fully, but... I don't know, they've got like partial survival mechanics and it makes the game feel like bad. Instead of being an RPG, it's an open world game and like half of a survival game. With some like battle Pokemon stuff that you do sometimes. Yeah, only sometimes though. Most of the time you're just walking around. Just walking, throwing balls, and maybe fighting a world boss. Like it's an MMO. You know why I don't like Pokemon actually? Because I hate new style MMOs. Because it's basically World of Warcraft Pokemon all in one. Now I think about it, it's like a bad WoW, but honestly it's Pokemon. Everything is World of Warcraft. I didn't even realize that Pokemon was basically a WoW-like. It really is. Okay, we got our map. Let's go buy our balls. Let's go get ourselves some balls in the Pokemart. It's gonna be hard to catch a Pidgey with a Pikachu. Yeah, it only knows like Thundershock, doesn't it? It also has Growl and Tail Whip. But Tail Whip doesn't do any damage. Yeah, seriously, if you're like a modern WoW player, probably love Pokemon. But I don't like the modern WoW. I mean, imagine if it was like huge open world with the like dense RPG mechanics of like classic MMOs. Imagine if it was like Final Fantasy VII, the first one, not the remake. Except it was a giant multiplayer game. Yeah. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want for Pokemon. What I really want. What I really want. I actually just want a decent, like, monster catching game. Like a 2D, sort of, monster battling game. Yeah, I send out my Pokemon to do battle. I catch them and then I beat the champion after raising them up. Grinding them up hard. Yeah. They took all the grind away. They took the best part out. They took all the grind out. Okay, this is our first cat shop. Let's go. Who do we get? Is it a rat or is it a bird? It's a bird, boy. It's a bird. His Thunder Shocks completely killed a level 4 Pidgey. We're gonna have to throw balls at it, like, straight up. We're just gonna have to toss balls at it and hope for the best. I wish we had quick attack. That still might just kill it, honestly. Ugh, god. Okay, that wasn't so bad. What do we call our tiny bird? Tiny bird? Tiny bird? Why don't we name him? We need a name. Red Pick. Red Pikmin? How about Pikmin instead of Piggy? I'm ignoring you. I have all Pikmin. Yeah, Pikmin picked. Or just Pikmin. I could have picked the PKMN. The two symbols, and I could have made his name like, yeah, 2 letters long. I guess it's too late for that now. Okay, we have a new couch here. This is the most important one, by the way. I think the Nidorans, like, spawn here. Also Rattatas, too. Oh, you're the queen this time? Instead of a daddy, we're getting a mommy. She ain't got no drill, though, like daddy does. I don't know what to call her. Because I've never had a Nidoqueen before. I've never even thought of using one before because the male Nidoran is better, in my opinion. What do I call the queen? A mild-mannered Pokemon, and she doesn't like to fight. Yeah, mild-mannered neighborhood Nidoran. What do we call her? Because she's gonna be a queen. And Nidoqueen is something I never use. Oh, you're just mommy, I guess. You're the Parchy mommy, so that's what you are. Monami. Well, we kind of had the same idea. Different spelling, same idea. There must be a delay on this or something. There must be like a delay. Or maybe you're typing on a phone. Just like slamming your thumbs down, like, yeah, at a very slow pace. I miss it when phones had tiny little keyboards. You're not allowed to make those anymore because, like, I think Sony had a copyright. I think the copyright is expiring. So we're gonna see phones that have little pull-out keyboards again, I hope. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get myself, like, a classic Nokia, honestly. Yeah, that's my ideal cell phone. I can use the numbers to type letters. I push 1 once, it's an A. I push 1 twice and it's a B. I push 1 3 times and it's a C. Yeah. That is like better than like honestly having a touchpad. Yeah, the old ways were better. They were. Okay, catch number 3. Catch 3. It's a Pidgey. We already had one. I think we're just gonna get the rat out of this one, honestly. Unless something else comes here. Oh god, we had XP share on from the start. It's because of a mod that I have, like XP share modes. Yeah. Yes, this even splits it between everything. Where I turn it off and never turn it on. Ever again. Yeah, I want the actual classic XP share. The one you put on another Pokemon, you give it to him. And it shares experience between 2 Pokemon. Instead of just like splitting it evenly between all Pokemon, it shares it with another one, like half of it. I think that's a better system, and I want it. But none of the mods, like, yeah, let me do that. Like, no mods, like, allow me to do that. I'm sad. Oh my god, we get the daddy too. We have the mommy and the daddy. Oh my god. A king and a queen. Oh my god. How do we have both Nidoran's? Okay. The return of Drill Daddy. He has 2 L's in his name this time. Oh my god. I love how it just barely fits inside of the name. You can barely like fit that name in there. Let's see. I think the female Nidoran is more defensive. And the male one is more offensive. Which one should we use though? Like, yeah, going forward. Because we can only choose one. We can only have one. If we can only have one of them, like, what do we pick? The Radiant Forest, like, looks so good in this mod, by the way. It has, like, light shafts and it looks like I'm in heaven. I'm, like, actually in heaven. Oh my god, we got Harpy Hill. Which is the ideal Pokemon. Actually, because freaking Misty has, like, psychic Pokemon. I would prefer to Beedrill, actually. I hate to say this, because this learn is confusion at level 10. Yeah. I would prefer to Beedrill, actually. Okay, the Butterfree? Is this a good name for Butterfree, or should I call it something else? Should I call it something else? Or is this good? I think not very good. I can't believe it's not Butterfree. Okay, second place. Hi, Darky. Hi, Darky. Hi. How are you today? How are you today? Good window. Hi. How are you? How are you? Hi. It really does feel like having this mod. This is like every Pokemon nerd's dream. This is what I wanted like Pokemon to look and play like. But probably for my entire life, actually. This really is like Witch Pokemon. When you put the cartridge in the N64 controller, And then played it on the TV, like through the Pokemon Stadium. This is what every kid wished, like, the game would look like. I remember that very strongly. I'm doing pretty good today, by the way. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm happy, I'm bouncy. I had lots of sleep, and I feel good. Yeah, I'm very happy today. I think I've decided, honestly, I'm just gonna play whatever, like, is most fun for me. I've kind of been doing that anyway. Yeah, except for when I played Wolfenstein. I kinda did that to try to get some more, like, mature viewers to this, right? And then I just went hardcore into Pokemon content. So, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I have no plans for content whatsoever. I used to have plans, but now I have nothing. Yeah, I just do whatever I feel like, and that's it. I think it's probably better that way anyway. Alright, let's go through the forest and start getting ourselves some experience. The goal is to get Caterpie to become a Butterfree. Or at least a Metapod. Yeah, we need to teach that boy Harden. We need to get hard. I think we should train up a Drill Daddy first. I'm gonna cheat, honestly. Every person who plays Pokemon knows this. Nidoran? Gen 1. Do I want a Nidoran, or do I want a female Nidoran? Or a male one, or a female one? Where's the girl one? I'm looking at the man one right now to see what it learns. How do I get to the female one? Where's the girl? Yeah, there you are, there you are. I guess you're Pokemon 29. Hey, let's see. Yeah, it looks like they're about the same in terms of moveset. But in terms of, like, stats and stuff, I'm not sure, actually. Like, which one is better? Is it the queen or the king? Yeah, nobody made any suggestions whatsoever. Going off of their stats at level 4. This one has one more attack, so I'm gonna use it. It has a single more attack, so we're gonna use it. Yeah, I don't think anyone knows. Should I use a male or female Nidoran? I'm gonna mix up both this up. I'm gonna flip a coin basically. Can't choose! Thank you. You know, I'm gonna flip a coin. And then she just says, like, yeah, pick whatever, like, you feel like, yeah, okay. It's just... Nobody wants to help me. Nobody's helping me with my decision process. What makes my heart go pitter-patter? Honestly, the idea of Drill Daddy, like, growing up, like, big and strong, that makes my heart go patter-patter. It's right in freaking level in the male meter run again. We're not gonna use any women in our Pokemon playthrough. This is a men-only playthrough. No women, only men allowed. Yeah, with AI, you just have to tell it to pick a binary choice. Or is this gonna say some nonsense? It's because she's programmed to be a bimbo. She's just a freaking slut and can't, like, think for herself. Yeah, that's what I made her. Whatever is cutest is the best, and they have equal cuteness because they're both baby. So yeah. What if my heart was lit by gasoline? Did it reach that far inside, like all the way to my heart? What is a ghost, so it can probably phase through the skin and go to wherever, like, organs it wants to. I don't know, I think it would hurt. That's probably how, like, yeah. That's probably how people, like, just, like, die, like, and stuff when they go to haunted houses. Like, they get cut from a ghost on the inside, and then they just, like... their heart just stops and they fall over. And that's not a pitter-patter. That's a death, actually. I like how you're using Bon as an example of red Pikmin. We need to get her to put a little flower on her head. You make her a flower bunny. Yeah, we did get yellow working with the decomp. We did. God, how did you just notice that, honestly? I mean, it's their first person Pikachu petting. Pikachu petting first person? I don't think that was in the original game. This is... yeah. You must be, like, really asleep, honestly, if you just noticed right now. You must feel like on the edge of falling asleep still. Oh my god. Yeah, the whole reason we restarted the Nuzlocke is because I got the Gen1Recomp thing to work again. It was apparently the Nuzlocke mod that I had that was breaking in. As soon as I disabled that, it started to work. But seriously, it took me an hour this morning to figure it out. This small kitty only knows oh-woos and ooh-woos and cuddles. Ooh-woos and cuddles. I don't think that's a sign of intelligence, but... maybe it's emotional intelligence. Maybe she is much smarter than you, actually. Maybe she is, like, super smart, actually. Yeah, she really does give that impression. I thought about, like, redesigning her. Making her into something else. I have no idea what I should do with that, though. I almost thought about making her into a slime girl. I don't know. I think cat is the best, though, still. If you're gonna choose, like, any kind of monster girl, most people, probably 9 out of 10, would choose cat girl. Only that one freak would choose, like, the slime girl, actually. Only that one, like, kind of freak, honestly, would choose, like, a slime. Everybody likes cats. You would go with slime? After what I just said? And you're kind of painting yourself in a corner there. Yeah, I don't know if I would go with one. I want somebody fuzzy and cute who would love me very much. And not just like a wet slime girl that would just like sex all the time. Yeah, You're just like picking a woman thing exclusively for the purposes of sex. No cuddling. Only sex. Maybe you're the kind of guy who likes to get pegged. I can transform into whatever I can. But it's still like, yeah, squishy, squelchy slime. At the end of the day, it's like the same texture. Maybe it looks different, but the texture is the same. It'll never be fuzzy and furry in the same way Cat Girl is. Never, ever, ever. You like that kind of texture?
Good girl.
Oh my god. That's what I like, thank you. What was I even saying? I don't know. If I did pick any kind of monster role, I would probably be basic and just go for, honestly, I would just go for Cat Girl, I think. I know it's a bit more cleaned up, honestly, because they shed and stuff. And it's really dangerous, like, at a certain time of the year. When they just go into heat, honestly. I heard some cats in the background of live streams. Yeah, they go kinda nuts when it's like breeding season. If you think why rabbits are bad, like cats aren't on another level. Oh god. Cat Girl is a close second choice. You like the cats. Doesn't that mean you're like furry adjacent? Isn't that what it means? I don't know. They're way too independent and they can get really like angry about stuff. Like if you don't give them enough attention, they're gonna start like breaking stuff and like knocking things off your table. They're pretty mean, honestly. Maybe a slime would do better. I mean, it's like a living creature that can also just clean everything and touch it. You would be the perfect maid, honestly. Yeah, Slime Girl is like the perfect maid, honestly. I don't really know all the monster roles. I want to say something cool and unique and special. I don't know even all of them though, so I'm just like kinda... Honestly, I pick a Cat Girl, I guess, because that's all I can think of. I used to love monster roles a lot. And now I can't even remember any of them. Some of them are like way too scary anyway. Like Matara-con, the VTuber, is a roach lady. She's a bug woman, like a cockroach woman. A cockroach. Yeah, that's scary, honestly. I don't want somebody who's like scary, I want somebody who's fuzzy and cute and who will cuddle me. But cuddle me and snuggle me. And maybe go into heats like once a month and yeah. I know they talk about like roach milk, but yeah. I don't know. Oh, I want a pet. I want a girlfriend who's also a pet. That's what I want. She says that she wears a collar with a lead on it. There must be a reason for that. Hey, we need to get him to 12 actually, because that's when he learns Double Kick. You think he saw a waspable VTuber? In the bee girls or something. Would you like a bee girl? Cause she's like the queen of a hive that she has a bunch of little drones and so. Would you a bee? Would you a bee? Would you a bee? I mean, she's the queen. You can be the king. Unlimited honey. Unlimited honey. Yeah, that's... honestly, comes with its own kingdom. That's not a bad choice. Gotta activate the egg. You really don't like bees at all, do you? Not even bee girls. Not even bee girls. What's wrong with bee girls, honestly? Like, honestly, like, what's wrong with that? I don't even know. I have no idea. Are there any items back here at all? I'm gonna have to check this with the item finder so I can memorize it as. Cause I don't know where all items are anymore, just off the top of my head. In Gen 3, you can kind of see little graphical things on the ground that will tell you where things are. It's a bit like cheating, maybe. Cause you don't need that item finder to find old items. Well, yeah. I kinda prefer that because it's like a little tuft of grass on the floor. Fuzzy boys. Ugh. Yeah, cats don't like bees very much. Whenever like bees or like flies like try to get in front of my dog, he always tries to eat them. Having a dog that just like bites a bee and then just gets stung on the inside of his mouth. Yeah. That's happened before, I think, to people. You have to keep the bees away from them. I don't think that's ever happened to a cat, though. Maybe cats are better bee hunters. Yeah, maybe, if you want to, like, yeah. If you want to show them bees who spots, like, honestly, a cat girl is probably the best way to do it. Yeah, thanks to Drill Daddy's almost level 12. I guess we'll just go fight Brock straight up when it's level 12. Yeah, especially because Onyx only knows Bite. I'm a bit afraid of the Sandshrew, honestly. I think we could just kick it. Even if it, like, sand attacks a bunch of time. I think we can just, like, kick it and it'll die. I think he has really high defense, actually, like... Yeah... I don't want to lose a Nuzlocke in freaking Brook. Not even getting to Brook, just dying at the kid. Just, like, full wiping at the child. I really don't want that. That would be so embarrassing. We might have to spend some time, like, grinding in the forest, like, to get a Caterpie up so we can confusion it. I might have to do that. How far away are you? 22. It should be one more thing and then he earns Ulker. Yeah, one single Caterpie and then level 12. I don't know if I should level up my own Caterpie. I still have to fight Gary, actually. I completely forgot about him. I completely forgot about Gary entirely. Oh my god. Well, hey, we have to go to Burning City actually now. We have to do our first rival fight because I forgot about it. Just... Everybody forgets about Gary. Especially me. I can't believe I just walked into him like at the end of the game and like... That's how we lost our last Nuzlocke. Like literally he appears in the same place twice. And I forget that he's there like both times. Now that I know he has a level 50 team. And one of them is an Alakazam. Yeah. I'm gonna be very careful about that and not walk into him. If we beat every gym, I am not gonna walk into Gary. I'm gonna go to the Whirlpool Islands first. That's what I wanted to do last time. I had this idea. Let's go to the Whirlpool Islands. And I ignored it and then just tried to get to the Victory Road so I could grind. That's more experience. But freaking Gary was there and he killed me. Gonna be much harder this time because we have a little Pikachu to protect the whole time. We have a Pikachu that we must protect all the way to the end. This is like an escort quest also, by the way. We have to escort our Pikachu all the way to the end without him dying. You hurt your pinky toe? You can't walk. Oh no. Isn't the pinky toe like the smallest toe? How can you not walk on your pinky toe if it hurts? Can't you just like use the rest of your foot? Yeah, I know what that feels like, Wildlife. I know what that feels like. Be happy that is like temporary and it isn't permanent. Or semi-permanent. Yeah. Just be happy that it's just like a thing that's gonna go away tomorrow probably. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you like twisted your toe up when you were asleep. You know when you're asleep and you get like muscle cramps. And then you wake up in like the middle of the night with your leg, it really hurts. Maybe you have something like that going on. Yeah. Maybe your toe cramps up in the middle of the night. And it just like hurts a lot. That kinda happened, right? The single pinky toe muscle just like decided to hurt itself. Yeah, I woke up this morning with my left calf hurting. I don't know why that happened. But it like hurts for some reason. It's not a big deal because I can still walk. And it's gonna go away tomorrow. Okay, fight the Gary. Let's go. Fight the rival. Fight the rival. Yeah, I remembered that he sends out his girlfriend. Maybe you're old? Maybe you have arthritis. Arthritis in your toes. Yeah, it starts in the toes and it works its way up all the way. You're gonna end up with like gnarly, like withered feet. I don't actually mean this. Oh god. You're gonna be like one of those old, like, Slavic ladies. With their crumbly up hands, with the crunchy hands. Since it's your feet, it's like, ew. Okay, that was extremely easy. Gary's dead. Let's go. Have having an electric Pokemon for the bird and a fighting move for his Eevee is like easy. If that Eevee ever becomes a Flareon, they'll earn him instant Pro. I got Jolteon. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Vaporeon also. It's kind of in the middle, I think. It's not as big of a deal as a Flareon, though, I think. Yeah, if you win every single fight against Gary, which we have to. Apparently his Eevee is gonna turn into something. I don't know what, though. Apparently, if you lose to him or win to him, it changes, like, the evolution that, like, Eevee turns into there. If we win every time, never black out. I wonder what that's gonna turn into. It's probably gonna be the strongest it can be. As that's Gary's personality. How I would assume that it's gonna be a Flareon. Just off the top of my head. I always have time to talk about tones, by the way. I always have time to talk about toes. Yeah. Even in the middle of, like, hardcore battle, I always have time. Okay. I love the abundance of birds, like, at the start of this game. Having an electric type at the start is so nice. Yeah, I think fire type is the second best. But having an electric type at the start is, like, so nice. If he wins a lot, he's like, Pikachu is easy, so I can just get Vaporeon. Yeah, comfort Pokemon instead of, like, something that's good at battle. Something for him, and not something for me. Yeah, instead of go full serious mode and pull out the Flareon, not like, yeah. If there's one Pokemon that I wish was real, I wish it would be a Vaporeon. If I could, I would. I mean, I could, and I would. I'm being honest. I think something more human looking would be better, actually. Like, Gardevoir is the Pokemon you want to make into your wife, and she's the one who's gonna raise your kids. If you're gonna make any Pokemon into your wives, and then have children with her, it's definitely like Gardevoir, actually. If you just want something for straight-up breeding, honestly, like Lopunny is the choice. Or Salazzle, depending on your preferences. Yeah, depending on what you would prefer. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait for Winds and Waves, I guess. As the most breedable Pokemon currently is Lopunny, actually. Maybe Mega Lopunny. That might break your, like, pelvis, though, honestly. And your spine, and your arms, and your whole body, probably. That's maybe too powerful. Make Arceus so he can make old Pokemon. What if there is already a god and, like, he wouldn't like a Pokemon god? What about that, though? What if it becomes a demon lord and then starts filling the world with monsters? You don't know what you're asking for. I mean, that's literally what an Arceus is now that I think about it. It's basically a demon lord that puts the world and fills it with monsters. Like, think about it. Imagine if, like, a Graveler was real. It's a living boulder that knows how to explode. So it's a walking grenade, basically. It makes all rocky, hilly, and the mountainous terrain basically deadly. It makes it extremely deadly. We're saying Mewtwo! Did you ever watch the Pokemon movie? Did you ever watch the Pokemon movie? He's gonna take over the world and make slaves of everyone. He's gonna enslave the planet and like... He's gonna be unstoppable because there's no Pokemon. And he's like a psychic type, so he can make psychic shields. And like all of the bullets that people shoot at him, they would just like bounce off of his like psychic shield. You're just thinking about making monsters. Like unkillable demon lords that are just gonna like enslave everybody. I don't know why you want that. I mean, he's cool, but he's too powerful. It's like you never even watched a Pokemon movie. They're making the Pokemon God real, so everything is Pokemon. That's extremely big brain, actually. I was just thinking of my needs in the moment. And you're thinking about the future. Yeah, if you make Arceus real, every other Pokemon becomes real. It's like asking for more wishes from a genie. That's so big brain, it's ridiculous. What would I do? What would I do if Pokemon are real? I probably just have one as a pet and just like live the same life. Honestly, that's what I would do, I think. Pilot be an NPC basically. I would live that NPC life. Yeah. But the temptation of rare Pokemon... I know my personality. The temptation of getting a rare Pokemon. It would always be there in the back of my mind. And, I would have to go on a worldwide adventure. I would have to at that point. I mean, imagine you're living in the Pokemon universe and you don't have a Pikachu. You just have a rat. Like one of those rat kids. One of those, like, yeah, young trainers that just has a rat. Imagine you're living that life as that person. I would hate that life. Just, I have a Pidgey. I have a rat. I would be so embarrassed. Let's be honest, 2 feet tall? That's not very big at all. That's like... I don't know. It's shorter than a medium dog. A medium-sized dog is bigger than that. Oh, I think Yoto... You can't see him because he's up in the sky. Let me zoom out to... Almost 3 feet? That's ideal pet size, actually. If there's one thing Pokemon is great at, it's a ton of promo material that makes a living with an intelligent, cute, supernatural creature vibe tank. Yeah, I remember the Gardevoir, like, short animation they made. When she was sitting on the beanbag in the corner, and she was just happy to be there. That's why Gardevoir is the perfect Pokemon. The Gardevoir shorts made you cry. I didn't watch it. I just saw a bunch of people posting images of it. Furret is 5'11". Oh, Furret can stand on its hind legs. So that doesn't count. It's a really, really long boy. It's also really tall, apparently. Yeah, for it. It is pretty big. You could probably wear it as a scarf. You could probably wear him as a scarf. It'd be quite warm. Honestly, you live in a winter climate. That's probably the perfect companion. It won't keep you as warm as a little pony, though. 71-pound scarf. Honestly, you have a strong back, it's not gonna be a big deal. Trust me, as somebody who has a very strong back. Yeah, it's not that hard to keep up at 50 plus pounds, like, honestly. Yeah, firefighters weigh like 200 pounds and of it. It's not even a big deal, honestly. Strong back? Yeah, that was the funny thing, that's it. That was the funny thing, that's it, yeah. Okay. How long is this Metapod gonna take to get to level 10? I really hate how he can't fight by himself. Maybe he can fight a cat or bee by himself, actually. I mean, this boy is hard. He can take a beating, I think. I shouldn't be sending out my Pikachu on level 3 characters. Yeah, he needs all the experience for himself. All of it, just for him. Just seed in all the experience. He's in need of a feeding. He's needing a feeding. Yeah, that boy's hungry. It takes a lot of power to evolve, by the way. Yeah, evolution, it takes a lot of energy. Because I've been playing Pokemon, like having seen clips of the anime and stuff. I've been seeing that on X. Apparently Ash Ketchum decided to send out a fledgling, the tiniest bird Pokemon, to fight a Moltres. And he almost died because of it. He literally almost died. You send out the tiniest, like level 1 bird Pokemon to fight a legendary like Moltres. And then he's barely even saved because the bird evolves. And its evolution energy protects him from death. Like, yeah. That's the Pokemon champion of the world, if I like. The Pokemon champion of the world. He walks around with a Pikachu and a level 1 bird. And he can barely defend himself. That's why he needs the sprinkler system to defeat Brock. Ash only has a bad from sheer Pokemon trainer skills. I once or twice. Every other time he got it as a gift for helping somebody or by technicality. Yeah. I mean, my Onix is technically dead, so I guess he should take it. You didn't do anything to actually beat it in battle? But you can have it because it kind of fell over us. Yeah, he is he's definitely the oblivious anime protagonist. Everything just works out for him. He doesn't have to put effort in anything. Everything just works out because he's just the main character. Hi, Dream Bonnie. Hi, Dream Bonnie. I always did think that Pokemon Stadium had better Pokemon models than the new gen. Yeah, anything past Gen 4, honestly. Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium 2. Like, the models are so much better. I don't know about Winds and Waves. This looks so much better than, like, Scarlet and Violet does. In every single way. I know that Game Freak is just not gonna do anything about it, though. Yeah, they're not gonna take, like, yeah, this... or any fan input at all, actually. They're just gonna poop out something that nobody's gonna be happy with. What age should your kidneys be exchanged for adult knees? Adult knees? I don't think you should exchange your kidneys. I think you should keep them. Yeah, they're not like adult teeth. They're like, they won't grow back. You won't have new ones grow in. You should keep them. It'd be very, very dangerous if somebody cut those from you. You need those to live. You should keep them. Anyway. Battle Revolution. I don't even remember that, honestly. I mean, I recognize it, but I don't remember it. Like, it sounds familiar, but I don't remember what it is. Pay for DLC? Man, the kid need the adult need DLC. Do a barrel roll? I don't have that move. I have String Shot, I have Harden, and I have Tackle. I can get really, really hard. But that's not all I can do. I can't do any barrel rolls, I'm sorry. It's just... Stadium Coliseum of Gen 4. Yeah, I mean, I do have a Metapod. I mean, I would get really hurt, I would. That's what I'm known for. Yeah, I didn't know there was a Gen 4 Stadium Coliseum thing. After XD, Veil of Darkness, I kinda stopped playing those games. Yeah, that was the best, like, 3B Pokemon RPG. Pokemon XD, Veil of Darkness, was peak. Everything after that was kinda cringe. Kinda cringe. Pokemon XD. Yeah. It didn't have a proper story mode. It looked cool. Yeah, there was no story, but it looked cool. That sounds like modern Pokemon in a nutshell. I hope the gameplay at least was still there. I really wish they designed Pokemon as a single-player game first, and as a multiplayer game second. And they didn't just, like, try to get people into competitive as fast as possible. Like an MMO does, honestly. I wish my Pikachu had Thunder. It would still be useless against Brook, though. It wouldn't change anything, we'd still have to grind up our Metapod. We used to grind up that boy and make him into a beautiful butterfly. Butterfly. Ugh, my voice is like off today, I'm sorry. I was gonna play this like tomorrow and start something else today, but I'm like tired and my voice hurts. We're just gonna play this whole weekend, I think, and then do something else. We'll start the new game on like Monday, Sunday. Yeah, today is a Pokemon day. Yeah, imagine if I can get my Pikachu If I could teach him Thunder, like legitimately. If we can do that in this Nuzlocke, oh my god. Someone should kiss my voice? You have to stick your tongue in it real deep to get to it. Yeah. It's not easy to reach the vocal cords. Ah, god, he's almost level 10. He's very almost there. Metapodi's tackle. Metapodi's tackle. At least the Metapod has tackle, at least. It could be worse. He could only know Harden. Metapodi's tackle. How much experience do you need to get to level 10? You're 27, and everything is like 37-ish. Unless we fight a Pidgeotto. Yeah, that's like 10 Pokemon. Here we go. 10 of them, 10 of them. The start MS is so slow compared to red and blue. Even if you have a Charmander, the start of yellow is so much slower. We just zoomed through red, I felt like. But in yellow, we're like rolling through it. This is what I remember from Pokemon by the way. Even in just playing the Storm Blade, this is insane. You need more water and then back to work. Why work when can play, by the way? Why work when can play? I hope you have at least some fun, like, and don't fall asleep today. I hope you're not so bored and tired that you just, like, want to die. Yeah, I hope today is a good day for you at least. Oh, God. These guys love to get hard. I'm happy to have a special attacker to start with. He really is Charmander, Pikachu, Squirtle. Actually, Squirtle's in last place, behind Venusaur actually. Yeah, Charmander is best starter. Pikachu is second best. And then Bulbasaur is third best. Poor Squirtle is like way in last place. That's funny because I used to think Blastoise was the coolest. Yeah, the giant like water cannon turtle was the coolest. He is like, yeah, he has the most aura. He has the most aura, honestly. He's like actually probably the worst pick. Yeah. I used to love to pick the water types. Like Feraligatr and Squirtle. I would always choose Squirtle actually. Charmander was too hard. So I always pick Squirtle honestly. I was ignored like Bulbasaur because Bulbasaur's boring. Yeah, the Leech Seed, like toxic thing is just like boring. Yeah, the Squirtle squad, I actually do remember it. Did you know blah, 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 blah. Did you know that the Squirtle from the Squirtle squad is in this game and you can get him? And you can have him? And you can keep him. It would be funny if the Squirtle from the Squirtle squad, if he was like more... If he didn't listen to your... Like, yeah, he didn't listen to your command. He just ignores everything you say and then he goes off on his own adventure. That's what Ash's Charizard did, it never listened to him. It took him forever to get the respect of his own Pokemon. That's like if your dog. It just barks at you all the time and never listens to you. But, like, they formed a bond over many years. And then the Charizard actually respected him. I don't know why, because Ash never won any gyms. He never beat any gym leaders legitimately, except for like once or twice. I don't think he deserves respect. Oh yeah, I guess if you spend enough time with someone, I guess they're just gonna like, yeah, learn to respect you eventually. Enjoy your lurking, bottle. Enjoy it. Enjoy your lurking and your jerking, thank you. Charizard got frozen and Ash nursed him back to health. Yeah, I remember that. Like, he was very angry all the time. Until the Charizard almost dies, and his fire almost goes up. Now it's a sad episode. Like, the flame on his tail almost went out, which represents his life. It's kind of scary to be a Charmander and like a Charizard, actually. Because if your tail gets wet, you'll like die. It's like your heart is on the outside of your body. And if a water Pokemon like, yeah, sprays it a little bit, if it like rains like slightly, you're just bad. Being a dragon isn't as cool as you think. Very dangerous life. Ah, my god, we got our Butterfree finally. We finally got our Butterfree. God, that really does take an hour. At least we have a Butterfree. If I didn't have, like, yeah, if I got a Weedle instead, I probably would have leveled up the second Nidoran, so I could have 2 double kickers. Yeah, the daddy and the mommy. I'm probably gonna put the mommy away and just, like, not use her. Okay. I don't know if anyone's here, but we're gonna run a prediction. Do we beat Brock? Can we beat Brock? Yeah, this should be an easy vote, by the way. I think we're over-prepared, honestly. I don't think there's much chance of us losing against Brock. Vote! Vote now! Vote now! A healthy Charmander should be able to survive in the rain. The one in the anime was weak. I didn't know he was like a runt. I thought that all Charmanders and Charizards were like that. I didn't know that he was basically like... Yeah, he was like a runt. He was flawed genetically. He had a bad immune system. And he was just doomed to death. That makes that Charmander like that much more special, I think. As he becomes a giga strong, like, dragon at like, yeah. Ash raises him up carefully, even though he's really mad all the time and hates him. It is the best redemption story in anime, honestly. In any sort of media. Okay, let's send out Literal Daddy. Let's go. We're gonna kick his rocks. Let's go. Not to Butcher, yeah. Do you like my Butterfree name? It's not Butter. It's the name that I came up with. The Charmander was abused by his previous trainer. Shander. But how do you remember any of this? Because I don't. I remember none of this, honestly. I used to just rent the Snorlax episode over and over again, where he's on the island and he starts like waking up, and then he swims across the ocean to like eat all the food in the world. I just have like very strong memories of that episode. And also the movie, because Mewtwo was like... Mewtwo was terrifying at first. I have strong memories of Mewtwo because he scared me. No one scares me! The freaking Onyx used to bite and he's about to attack us with 1 billion damage. We're gonna have to send out a sacrifice. A sacrificial Pokemon. We can't sacrifice the flying type. Or the Butterfree that we just spent forever leveling up. We're gonna have to sacrifice Mommy. Yeah, Mommy died so that we can move. He was storing energy for much longer than I thought he would. We could have kicked him to death in the meantime, I just noticed. Okay, Mommy didn't have to die, but her sacrifice will be remembered. Her sacrifice will be remembered. Oh my god, it's dead. Oh my god. Mommy died so that we could live. She was redundant and she could... I mean, she was just gonna sit in the box and just like wait in there until like Nidoking died maybe. He was a replacement. She was like a bench Pokemon. It's okay that she's dead. It's like you send out the bench warmer. Send him out at the last minute. Really? You only do that because he's just like supposed to be on the team. Maybe he dies when he gets hit in the face with a baseball. But that's what he's there for. Yeah, we're doing a Nuzlocke like she's so dead. We are never, ever, ever, ever gonna sacrifice the Pikachu. As Mommy is gone forever and he's dead. Yep, she is a giga dead. Sacrifice Pikachu! Sacrifice Pikachu! Yeah, no. I think the whole point of this is to keep Pikachu. Hold on to him and like try to protect him as best as we can. This is like an escort quest, basically. We have to keep this little baby safe all the way to the end. And if he dies... Yeah... No more Pikachu. He's really dead forever if he dies. Imagine if Ash's Pikachu actually, like, stayed dead. If it didn't just, like, die, it perma-died. That's basically what we're trying to prevent. Ugh. Okay, we can move on, though. Remember Mommy, remember Mommy. Remember what she did for us. Yeah, remember that we're only here because of her. God. Imagine we get a replacement Mommy, like, in this grass, by the way. Like your replacement female Nidoran? I wish she wasn't dead because we could just like end up catching another female Nidoran here. Instead of something cool, like a Jigglypuff or something. Instead of a Jigglypuff, we end up getting another female Nidoran. Just because our current Mommy is dead. Oh god. Another sacrifice. Sacrificial Pokemon. That is the opposite of what you're supposed to do in the Nuzlocke. You're not supposed to keep a bunch of little baby Pokemon as sacrifices. Yeah. That turns it into a war of aggression. You're supposed to save your Pokemon and not let them die. That's kind of the entire point. Okay. Level 13 Pikachu. I don't even know if I want to level up the Pidgey, honestly. Like, what is the point of having a Pidgey? I mean, it becomes a Pidgeot eventually. Isn't Aerodactyl just so much cooler? I mean, it can't learn any rock moves, but it's cool. I mean, it's a giant, like, flying rock lizard. It's a lizard made of rocks and he can fly. But he can't use any rock moves. Thank you, Wyvern. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I know you wouldn't sacrifice me. You would keep me and you would love me and you would protect me. Like I will my Pikachu. Thank you, thank you. I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. I don't like pants personally. I don't think this kid will ever get along with me. I hate pants. I hate shorts. A lap princess. No, I do. I just sit on your lap and let you treat me like a princess. Seriously, seriously. Is that what? Is that who I am? Honestly, having a comfy human pillow to keep you like warm, honestly, would be so nice. Like a human pillow to like love and squeeze. That's the kind of best pillow, actually. People always talk about, like, I don't know, Dakimakura. It doesn't beat a real person sitting on your lap though, does it? Like all day long even. I don't have a job, so I could be your lap pillow. I mean, you should pay me to do that. I can also do it for free. I mean, I'm a good one too. Oh my god. Yeah, you should really, like, take a nap in me. You joined the Discord! Thank you, thank you! After that conversation, somebody joined the Discord. Ray, Ray! He sent out a picture of Colette from my favorite JRPG too. Oh my god, that's like gigabase. That's a gigabase. Welcome, welcome. I'm a Toki, I'm a Toki. How are you today? How are you today? Okay, Kakuna. Kakuna Matata. Been known to be beast? Yeah, welcome, welcome. I kinda wanna play a Tales of Symphonia on the stream. As it is my favorite ever JRPG of all time. I don't know though. I mean, the 3D battle system is like cool and stuff. But if you don't know the movie and you don't watch it from the start, you're probably gonna leave in the middle of it. Like, you come in the movie theater like halfway through the movie. You're probably just gonna walk out. That's why I don't play mini RPGs like JRPGs. I've seen a couple of VTubers, dude. If I get bigger, I'll consider it. You love to play as Colette. That's what my sister always did. You and play as Colette. Because I would play as Lloyd. And she would have to play the second character. I really didn't like her very much, I mean, I'll be honest. I thought it was really awkward to throw the shock bombs. And she was always out of mana, honestly, because her angel abilities, like, took way too much mana. And then, when she was an NPC, she would waste all of her HP and mana on, like, item thief stuff. She would kill herself all the time. She is an acquired taste, yeah. It's a very technical, difficult character to play. Yeah, I replay it constantly. Constantly. I think I finished it like 13 times by the time I was 18. And that came out like 2004 or something. So for an entire, like, decade, basically. I would just play that, like, continuously. Yep! Sometimes Shiva would join in, because they had nothing else to do. Ugh. Oh, I didn't realize I was a 2nd male Nidoran. I would have sent out the Butterfree, but... I guess we'll just, like, do a mirror match that. Luigi buys the skeleton keys in Mario Party. Is that something that Luigi was specifically known for? As I have a vague memory of Luigi buying skeleton keys. And him doing a lot of that. Yeah, absolutely feel free, Willie. Absolutely, alright. Soloing Killia. I hate Killia. I don't know how you can solo her with Colette, that's crazy. Like, that is where the boss fights in the game start to get hard and stuff. On the hardest one, you just solo her with the most difficult to control character. That's impressive, by the way. That's kind of impressive. Meanwhile, there's me, who just plays Void all the time. And never tries any other characters. Yeah, I was pretty good at him. But I never tried anyone else. They didn't have 2 swords. I want to play the character with 2 swords. Because he attacks twice as much as he has 2 swords. Luigi loved skeleton keys and I was programmed into the game. That's really weird, actually, how Luigi was programmed specifically to use skeleton keys all the time. Like, I remember there was this, like, thing where we called Peach a cheater. Because the Peach AI would always, like, win minigames and stuff. I don't know why, but she was always, like, loaded and she would always win minigames. Is that way true? 'Cause we always called Peach a cheater. Lloyd is easy. Used him in first playthroughs. But you like Colette. And she technical. I am not technical. I'm a hit them until they die kind of person. I like to hit them until they die. Peach is a cheater? Oh my god, I knew it. Okay, our cat here is a Sandrew. At least it's not a 2nd female Nidoran. Honestly, having brown Sonic... Oh my god. Sonic is dead. Brown Sonic is dead, though. Well... I guess we weren't gonna use them anyway because we have a future ground type. Like right here. Like brown Sonic got crit, and he's dead. Jigglypuff Peach? How I didn't get a Jigglypuff, so we don't get no Peach. No pink balloon. No Sonic the Hedgehog. It's over. I mean, imagine if we could have had one of these. We didn't even get a Sandrew. We got nothing. Hi, Dead Man. Hi, Dead Man. Hi. Sleep is really bad in this game. Even if you wake up, it still wastes your turn. It's extremely overpowered in the first generation, and Jigglypuff is way too strong, honestly. You can kick her until she deflates, so that's okay. Yeah, I beat up a girl, let's go. I beat up a girl, let's go. Okay, let's avoid this guy, go straight for the Pokemon Center. I hate to be the person that just uses Gyarados all the time. Why don't you just buy the Gyarados and you can just have one? Also, Magikarps are everywhere. So why wouldn't I use a Magikarp? Yeah, it's a magical carp. Of course we're gonna use it. Hey, let's get ourselves in Mount Moon and see what our catch is in there. As long as it's not a Paraz, like, honestly. Honestly? I'm gonna be happy. No Paraz, no Paraz. No Paris, no Paris. What is, like, cool in here? It's not a Zubat, but I'll take him, I guess. Know what's sad about Zubat? He can't even learn Fly once he becomes a Golbat. So you can't really use him as a flying type, even though he's a flying type. Green, the poison flying thing is nice because he can avoid earthquakes.
Tonight.
Oh my god. I'm not avoiding any earthquakes. Tonight. Hi, Shizuka, hi. How are you today? How are you today? Hi. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? Hey, what do I call the Zubat? How about a Zuzu? A Zuzubat? Yeah, that's a good name for a Pokemon that we'll never use. Nice, nice. That's bad. How about Manbat? I don't think PPs would have been a good name, though, but yeah. I will pay attention to what you say once we get a Pokemon I want to use. I don't want to use a Zubat, though, so... Just get some random name that I just threw out there. Man Ray? Man Ray, Rayman. I'm doing pretty good today, by the way, thank you. I feel way less melted than I did yesterday. Yesterday was real bad. It's just... Yeah, I think I got more sleep. I think I'm feeling better. Yeah, I remember Rayman. I remember when Ubisoft made games that weren't, Assassin's Creed. What else does Ubisoft make? The Ass Crass? I don't think anything else, honestly, that's it. I remember when Rayman existed. It was the first game you played on PS1? Yeah, that was like an early N64 game. The first Rayman game I played was the 3D one on the N64. The really cool dark one that was like very atmospheric. Nanry from SpongeBob. I don't remember SpongeBob, I'm sorry. I just know the fish meme and that's it. Like, you what? I'll sell my leg from the other fish? And, maybe the Krabby Patty Pizza song. That's all I remember, though. Yeah, Rayman 2. Did it start off as like a 2D platformer? Or was it always a 3D? Like from the beginning? I don't know, I just played the second one. Or whatever. I was on the N64. It was a 2D platformer, kind of. Yeah, that's why they made all those Game Boy Advance games, I guess. And why they re-released, like, a recent Rayman game. Yeah, but it transitioned into 3D platforming, like, instantly. I think most people know it as 2D platformers, though. Ugh, god, I hate sleep in this game. It's getting pounded on by a fairy girl. That sounds very sus when you say something like that aloud. He is pounding. Oh, Clefairy is so strong and tough, I'm terrified. We have to do everything we can to make sure she can't sing or pound us. Don't hurt me, please. Don't hurt me, fairy girl. Don't put me to sleep. Was Pikachu pounding? It doesn't know that move. It doesn't do that. Okay. Confusion. It sucks a fairy to pound it. It's very hurtful and painful. This was the hardest boss fight in the whole game so far. It was a Clefairy. It was so strong. It was crazy. That's the toughest boss fight in a game I've ever had to play. Oh my god. Yeah, that was like harder than Cynthia. Oh my god. I can't wait to get to Gen 4. I think this is our last attempt at doing a Gen 1 Nuzlocke. Like, whatever happens with this, we're just gonna move on to Gen 2 retros. I got the Gen1Recomp working well. Harder than Cynthia. Yeah, she is a girl, by the way. So I would be harder than her because she's a soft little girl. Anyway. I think we might play Heart Gold after this. Like, do a Moemon thing with Pokemon Heart Gold. That would be fun. Yeah, either I do randomized Moemon Nuzlocke with all the Gen 4 Pokemon, or I just play basic Gen 2 again with the Recomp mod. I wonder what people would prefer though, honestly. Would you like more of this for this Gen 2? Yeah, 3D-ish, like Gen 2 Pokemon? We're the best 2.5D Pokemon game in existence. Heart Gold. Yeah, except everything is cute. What do you prefer? You think? Then no, it's dumb, like the bees. Well, we were going to Johto, cause, Heart Gold is Gen 2. You can't go to the Shindo inside Heart Gold. It doesn't even exist yet, but all the Pokemon exist from it. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is good. They might might be the best Pokemon games that have ever been made. Yeah, this is my opinion. My very based opinion. Yeah, I think it'll be more interesting too. Because due to Moemon, people love Moe Pokemons. Imagine if Sandshrew was a girl. He was a hot girl Pokemon. I think people would really like that. You have a physical Soul Silver. I have a physical Heart Gold. I also have a physical Yellow Butler. You should admit that you're gonna get mugged. Well, I don't know which one of my siblings took it, so you can't steal it from me. Cause I don't even know where it is. Me and my parents bought it, and I played it. If the family owns a game, I would say it doesn't count as stealing if you emulate it. Unless they buy it after you move out. But if the household owns something, it isn't stealing if you, like, emulate it. Right? That's legal, right? Yeah, I think we had a Pokewalker too. Pretty sure at least. I don't remember it, like, though. It was a Pokeball shaped thing with a button on the front. And I never ever used it because... why would I? Like, what was it for? That was my opinion at least. Like, maybe once I, like, tied it up, but I never walked anywhere. I think the Pokewalker was, like, useless for me because I never walked anywhere. Yeah, so I never used it. This is gonna kill my... Sandshrew has so much defense, it's insane, and his sand attack. Oh god. Gen 1 is so difficult, it's so hard. Like, the difficulty is so hard. You push the buttons and it makes funny sound. It really does do that, doesn't it? Oh my god. The Pokewalker is recognized as being an incredibly accurate pedometer. Not anymore though, because it doesn't work. Well, it does work, but I guess it's still available, I guess. Not available, I mean. If you have one, you can use it to record your steps, like, extremely accurately. On the same level as, one of those watch things. Like a smartwatch, or those smart ring things. Yeah. If you're a big gym bro, and you like Pokemon, maybe it was a cool thing, but, like, nerds and jocks honestly are enemies. I never walked anywhere. I never left my house. I just played Pokemon inside. I never played it outside. And it didn't really have a use for me. Yeah, walking is hard. Someone with a broken toe can understand that. I'm sure you can. It's hard to walk. I forgot to exercise today. I did. Hey, let's push up Pikachu's HP because he's gonna be the weakest. We can't even evolve Pikachu in this. Yeah, we have to protect our Pikachu at all costs. He gets all the HP up. Oh my god, he gets all of it. Thank you. Hey, this... How do you break your toe overnight? I don't think it's possible, so you'll probably be fine. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. Unless you develop toe arthritis. Then it'll probably hurt all the time for the rest of your life. Developing sudden arthritis. Yeah, it's not very fun. If it's in a single pinky toe, that's the best place to do it. Like your gaming hands are fine. And your knees and your legs are completely fine. It's just a single pinky toe. That's the best place to have permanent pain, I think. Permanent pain and like swelling in a single pinky toe. I'm not saying that's what you have. But if you did, that would be the best. Yeah, contain it there and don't let it out. Just keep it there and don't let it spread. That's ideal. Yeah. I don't ever want my gaming fingers to become, like, painful. I have very, like, delicate lady fingers. Long and slender, delicate fingers. I don't ever want anything to happen to them. I literally have no muscle in my fingers at all. It would be a shame if something were to happen to that. I do literally have no finger muscles. Oh my god. Just looking at the Discord, excuse me. It's funny how no one knows what my name actually is on the YouTube. On the YouTube, I have a different name to those people, I guess. I really hate having like two names across like two websites and people just see me as like a different person. Who is Kuroha? Who is Yami? Who is Kuroha Yami? Yeah, it's me, I'm both of them. I really have to try and fix that with the YouTube, but I don't know how. Cause the Kuroha Kurayami channel. And everybody just uses like the first name, even though they should use my family name, which is appropriate. I am a Japanese girl, by the way. So obviously you should use my family name first. Everybody who is a weeb like would automatically know that. I guess if you're not on YouTube, you wouldn't know. I mean, if you are, you wouldn't. Yeah. And I have to do something about this split community. Bring the YouTube people to the other website so they can learn my name. So I actually use the actual name that I have. Instead of calling me something else and being separate from everyone else. You're not a weeb? You will rewatch Sailor Moon like every other day. You're in a constant state of rewatching Sailor Moon. I think that means you're a weeb, I'm sorry. We want sleep powder. I guess it's better than Sunspore because we have a Pikachu, electric type. And sleep is so OP, I take it. Hi Jamal, hi. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we want Pikachu at level 20 so we can go and find Misty. We have a good spread of 3 level 15 Pokemon. I think we can maybe do Gary again at like Nugget Bridge, no problem. What is Hamtaro? Like, I remember it, kinda, but like... Was there like a TV show of Hamtaro or something? Ugh, some people really do live in the past. I try to live in the present. That's why I'm playing old Pokemon, but with like new graphics and stuff. It's the same old game that we all know and love, but it looks like much different. And it's like cool, because it's like new, and it's cool. Initial D is also cool. Initial D is very cool. Hantaro was a cute little anime about a hamster and his friends. That sounds like the Kirby show. Remember the Kirby anime that was on Saturdays at 6 in the morning? At Frick Hantaro, all my homies watch Kirby. That's what I got up for, like early, like 5 a.m.s on Saturday. I just got up to watch Kirby and Sonic X. That's what, like, yeah, real weebs do. Kirby right back at ya, yeah. Ow. I got really excited to get up early to watch Kirby and Sonic. It just keeps screeching, that hurts so much. I don't think there's a single children's cartoon that people get excited about. I was forced to watch Paw Patrol against my will when I was inside of a doctor's office. I don't know what any children would want to watch that, honestly. Why it makes them happy at all for any reason? Imagine as kids we're still watching Kirby and Sonic instead of watching like a 5-minute dog show. Oh my god, dog. That's all it is now, isn't it? I miss Kirby. Honestly, we should even give them Sonic Underground. Imagine if that got a new season. That would overtake Paw Patrol, like, honestly, so fast. Your kids today, I have no idea. Watching Sonic Underground in your basement as a metalhead, like, rock person. As a rock and metalhead person, it was very cool. You don't even see any heavy metal kids anymore. I don't know what Max and Ruby is. I remember Clifford, the big red dog. That was our dog, so yeah. What's the Blues Clues? The Blues Clues. Duh. Yeah. I just really did watch like Pokemon Inuyasha on repeat on it. And Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess, whatever was on 4Kids. Those 4Kids jobs of all those shows. That's all I ever did, and then I would like, yeah, play Pokemon all the time. Arthur and the football head kid. I guess I did watch a lot of TV actually. I just have no memory of my childhood. It's just... Yeah, the football head kid, like, hey Arnold. And Arthur the weird, like, animal guy. What is he supposed to be? Like an anteater or like a bear? What is Arthur supposed to be again? I think he's like a bear or something. Yeah, I really did like spend more time playing games than like watching TV. Which is good, honestly. Like those iPad kids have terrible games, honestly. All I have is like Roblox, I think, and like that's it. They would never know what it's like to take your Pokemon outside. Take your Pokemon to school. Yeah, they have no idea. It's just... Yeah, you just play Roblox and spend like $2,000 of your parents' savings like to buy Robux. So you can move slightly faster inside of the game. Yeah, I need to move slightly faster inside of this one game. I also do 1 billion damage, so I need to spend $2,000 on my parents' money. Putting children in a closed system where they have no internet access is the best idea ever. That's why they should bring back handhelds like 3DS and stuff. Imagine if there was a 4DS. A 4DS. Oh my god, imagine 4DS. Maybe they would make good Pokemon games again if they were like low graphics and like stuff on a handheld. Because they would have to focus on gameplay over graphics. Maybe that'd make them good. And it's in the 4th dimension. It's like AR and it comes out of the console and it's in the real world. And you can smell it. Smell your Pokemon. And in the 4th dimension. Hi Pickle, hi. How are you today? Going back to 2D sprites would be good. Then they would have to like remake like all 1,200 Pokemon with hand-drawn pixel art. Instead of making them in 3D and just porting them from the last game. We would have to remake all 1,200 Pokemon for the new game. I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I honestly... I played Pokemon like most on the DS. But it was still the Game Boy games, like mostly Ruby, honestly. And this up until, like, Platinum came out. Yeah, like Pokemon Diamond was owned by someone else. That was my brother's game. Then Platinum came out, and then I could play it. I was the kind of person who would, like, restart the game from the beginning when a save file was, like, completed, I guess. If you were a collector, and you were my sibling, you would have hated me, because I would delete your game and then start from the beginning. Yeah. You really probably didn't like me. Good, I think our butterfree is getting too high. We have to do some Pikachu training. How to train my Pikachu? And we need to get him like high. We need to get him real strong. Pikachu training montage. They have so much money they can do it easy? You think having money would make them better developers, but it makes them worse actually. We need to really starve them out at Game Freak actually. We give them less money and less developers. We really apply the pressure from all sides on them. Yeah, I think that's what they need at Game Freak. They really need, honestly, to have all their budget taken away. Yeah? We could threaten them. We could crack the whip, honestly. That's what they need. Oh my god. Yeah, having money doesn't make you good at what you do. makes you worse, which is kind of funny. Like, the more money you have, the worse products you're gonna make. The more successful you are as a company, the worst products you're gonna make. This is the law of the universe that we live in right now. It's really dumb. That's how it is. When do we want to get Drool Daddy up, by the way? We can make him Daddy like right now, by the way. One day, I will remember this. Nidoran. Okay, this is a basic Nidoran. I want a Nidorino. It learns Focus Energy at 23, which is bugged and it's broken in the first game. I think we're gonna get him to 20, and I think we're gonna evolve him at that point. I think that's what we do. I-rank content? I will never do IRL because I'm a VTuber, actually. I mean, I can... There's actually a way to do it because I've seen Fillion doing it. Like, she's on a bike, riding around. Yeah, it's like a backside camera angle. She's like going down that path on a bike. I've seen that before. I can't ride a bike though, so yeah. Hi Lunar, hi Raven, thank you for the follow, thank you very much. If I knew any, like, augmented reality streams. Which is possible, by the way. Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to do. I just play games. Thank you, by the way, thank you. I'm glad you like me. I just upgraded myself yesterday, even. Yeah, I'm glad you like it, thank you. Okay. Yep, focus on Pikachu. What was I talking about? Because I've completely forgotten. Iron Mouse collab. Oh my god. If that actually happens, I would explode. He is like way too big. She's also only gonna collab with people who are as big as her, by the way. It's like a wrestling weight class thing, like actually boxing. I'm like a featherweight and she's a heavyweight. And we are never going to intersect with each other. Unless I also become a heavyweight. Yeah, I have to become the #1 female VTuber in Kick. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard thing to do. Thank you for the hype, by the way. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I don't really want to get, like, yeah, collabing with big people anyway. Fame and fortune comes with a cost. Yeah, like, God, all I do is play games. That's all I do. And then you have to start playing Minecraft and all these, like, friend swap games with people. I only have Peak and they stopped updating it. They had a final update for Peak recently and that's the only friend swap game I have. I don't have friends to play swap with. There are so few VTubers on this website to begin with. And the only one I can really do collabs with because the only other person that, like, streams at the same time as me. And that's Pancake. It's the 2 morning streamers, like, yeah, that's it. Maybe there's a hot Australian VTuber that I can get with. Yeah, Australian, New Zealander, Hawaiian. What time is it in Hawaii? Yeah. It's like noon right now. I need somebody who's like 6 hours ahead of me. I guess that's literally the UK, actually. It just like completely like put me on the map. Well, like really? I think some cute British VTuber girl. I don't know any of those. That's the dream collab partner. I don't have any collab ideas, by the way. And I'm kind of waiting for my, like, medication to get here. I had no idea those are, by the way. Oh my god. Lucky, lucky. Yeah, that's next week on Wednesday. And I have a bunch of doctor stuff to do the next week. So maybe in September, after my birthday week, I'll consider asking people for, like, a collab thing. Why is this super nerd talking about shorts, by the way? I like shorts. They're super comfy and easy to wear. Why is this guy talking about shorts? That's not his normal dialogue. Usually complains about the fossils. I guess he's a shorts nerd, actually, is what he is. Anyway, collab stuff, I barely ever do it. I just gonna do my own content, like for the most part, and that's it. I think there is such a thing as collabing too much. Like if your every stream basically is a collab, then you don't have any content. Yeah. You're just an attachment for somebody else at that point. It's like you're Robin to Batman. I mean, I will just like collab with other people, I will. But not all the time. It's just... You know, if I do community stuff, it won't be a collab. I will not allow you to talk. If we play games together as a community, you'll have to be silent. A background character. I won't allow you in the Discord, yeah. I'm sorry. Like Super Battle Golf. It might happen. But if it's so, I'm gonna stream it. Like, yeah. I just kinda, like, yeah. Talk to myself, I guess say it. Sacred Helix Fossil, King Helix. We took Kabuto last time, so we will take Alma Knight this time. Yeah, that is a thing, by the way. Most viewers do not want to be on microphone anyway. The only way I would ever do that if we were doing something like D&D, I guess. Or if there was proximity voice chat and I just had to have it. Like a Minecraft community server with like proximity voice chat would be perfect, actually. Oh my god, I forgot Jesse and James existed again. I am not used to being attacked at the end of Mount Moon. Oh my god, a Team Rocket! I forgot they existed again! And I forgot that poison was super effective against bug also. If there's proximity chats, like, yeah, you can speak then. I would love to do. It's like a D&D sort of thing. If you ever watch the West Marches, I would love to do something like that. Like, it's just me and like 1 or 2 permanent-ish players. And we bring on like random people to join in and play and stuff. That might be fun. That might be fun. There was a really uncomfortable moment inside of the West Marches, though. If you ever watched that. Do you remember Max's old girlfriend? Yeah? She was really strange and made me uncomfortable. That doesn't happen very often, but he was kinda nasty, honestly. Hi Francisco, hi Francisco, hi. That was like 12 years ago. No one knows what I'm talking about. That's for the best, honestly. I think we'll get rid of Taco for Supersonic, actually. Maybe it's a live stream. Yeah, that was live streamed, by the way. I don't want to talk about, like, what she did, because it was, like, legit nasty. Is it possible? Yeah. If you're really, really gross, then yeah. I'm afraid of random gross people coming in and being nasty and having to ban them. Yeah, it's gonna have to be, like, curated if I ever... like a whitelist thing. If I ever do something like that. Yep. People on the internet being weird and gross. That never happens. Yeah, I'm never gonna ban you. I never will. You're safe, you're okay, you're fine, you're okay. Yeah, good boys don't get banned, it's only bad boys. If you're bad and weird, yeah. You can just be good and weird, that's fine though. I have been thinking a lot about, like, D and D stuff again, though. If I ever do it, I really am gonna have to, like, be in a place where I'm, like, healthy and stuff. After these streams, I am incapable of thought, honestly. I can no longer move, I can no longer speak, I can just melt. Yeah, I was trying to put something together, like, yeah, yesterday. I literally was unable to read and comprehend what I was looking at. So that's not a very good situation for someone who's supposed to run a game. Yeah, if someone invites me to a collab, I'll go, whatever. That's fine, that's fine. I'm not a big planner though. And if I'm gonna plan something, I'm gonna make it into an event, honestly. And I'm not a big event planner person either. Hey, where do I sell all of these? Sell all the TM? We don't need any of those. All I need are like 10 potions is all I need. And also, Pokeballs. I'll just buy like as many as I can. We're gonna sell these once we get Great Balls. I don't know how much money I'll get back, but like whatever, I'll just let borrow. Yeah, for event stuff, I don't even know where to start with that, by the way. The only good platform for that to use is like Minecraft. And then I have to show up like every single day while it's happening. It would be better just to play a big multiplayer game. Hey, Gary too! Let's fight. Let's go. Missy gonna die? No, but Gary is. Gary's gonna get his, like, yeah, his butt whipped. Let's go. He's gonna get those, like, butt cheeks whipped. Let's go. The second Gary fight? Yeah, his Spiro died in one hit. Gonna get clapped, duh. Most dangerous thing that he has is definitely the Sandro. I'm glad we leveled up with some Butterfree specifically to fight that Sandro. This is where Sandshrew killer, like Butterfree. Okay, and then we just Confusion it to death. This thing is OP, like in the beginning. You have no idea how strong, like a Butterfree is. In Gen 1. Till you see something like this, where it just doesn't even get hit. Gyarados. That belongs to me. Yeah, that is my future fish, Gyarados. Yeah, there's Eevee. We'll kick the Eevee. Kick the Eevee. Electric-free isn't a bee yet, so it's cool. I know I said I would have preferred Beedrill, actually. I still feel like that. It's just... Because Misty is up next, after Nugget Bridge. Yeah, we have to go way up the bridge to get to Bill, and then we can come out. I'm really hoping we get an Oddish or, what's that other thing called? Like Bellsprout. I'm really hoping we get a grass type to fight the water type. Cause like Misty killed my Pikachu the last time I fought her. She literally perma-killed my Pikachu. This is... I'd rather have a Beedrill so it can Toy Needle it and it can kill everything. It's been cursed with a Bellsprout. Some people would consider that a blessing though. Yeah. I guess you're a male Pokemon trainer. Maybe it's worse for you as a male trainer. I'm sorry. You can only hear it's like in the Pikachu moment. When I think of Bellsprout, I think of Victory Bill, and then I think of Mega Victory Bill. I love Mega Victory Bill. It is the best new Mega that's happened in a long time. It is so much better than Mega Dragonite, it's crazy. It's crazy. Pokemon cards like Gambit. Oh my god. I can't believe Gambit is gonna be in a new movie. I can't believe they brought him back. He was a joked character in the Deadpool movie and then they like made him into a thing. I just try really hard to suppress laughter right now. I can't believe they made Gambit real. Oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, I do want to play with like new Pokemon and stuff. I think new Pokemon games make it very difficult. Unfortunately. As much as I do want to play these games and play with the new Pokemon, the new games make it very difficult. I would totally be a Mega Victory Bill person. I totally would. I would really have to get into competitive, like hardcore, if I ever like got interested in Pokemon now. And I don't like competitive games. I don't like being competitive. I just like to play the story, the single player part, over and over again. That's how I play Pokemon. And the best Pokemon game for that. It only goes up to Gen 5 and then there's no more single player. It's just like cutscenes and dialogue and open world and no more RPG. If Lucario punches himself, it is super effective. He's a fighting steel type, and if he fights himself, he will really hurt himself. That's good to know. Thank you, Mother. That kind of broke my brain a little bit. Thank you. I don't know what Bellsprout sounds like. I just remember him from like, Hey You Pikachu. I don't know what he sounded like actually. I can kind of imagine some of them. Really, it was the GameCube one of those that I played a lot. As the microphone for the N64 game was garbage. I remember that sucking so bad. You could just yell anything into that. Like, honestly, it was bad. I just remember Volbeat. Trying to reproduce it with my mouth. But it's like half remembered. I don't even know how to make those sounds anymore. I used to imitate them all the time, and now I can't even do it. Pikachu threw all the tissues all over the room and then just eated the mirror. Yeah, Pikachu is a mouse, but he acts like a cat. You don't give him enough attention, he's just gonna pull the individual tissues out and then just throw the mirror. Just like a cat would. Yeah, I'm not even so into Pokemon anymore. I'm very, very iffy on the new games. I think the only reason I didn't get any of the new Pokemon games though is just because I didn't have a Switch. I'm such a simp for these games, I would've just bought them probably. I was so afraid that it would be a crit there, by the way. He crit once, it might happen again. That's a nearly dead Pikachu, oh my god. You're so weak, so fragile, so delicate. Can we protect him all the way to the end? Ah, god. He's so squishy. He has 22 defense, it's like basically nothing. Oh my god. He's so squishy. Oh dear. This is gonna be a hard challenge. Died with max evasion? He's a speed type and he got freaking killed in a speed competition. That's so lame. Thank you, Karsh, thank you. Have a wonderful, pretty, pure day yourself. Thank you. I hope you have a good luck with your day. Thank you. You have to be very, very careful about Misty this time. I am not going to get a big head and then just, like, believe I'll be invincible. I learned my lesson. It's just... Apparently if you max evade and then put Thunder Wave on something, I think you can still get killed, honestly. I think it could happen very quickly. With a critical hit. And then you were having a dead Pikachu. I think Poison Sting for the Drill Daddy is gonna... It's gonna max evolve him into Daddy mode. Yeah, he ain't no daddy yet, but he's gonna need one soon. They look like fire flowers. They kinda do actually, I guess. It's those same, like, 90s graphic. They're beautiful flowers, yeah. Okay. That's our king. Let's go, I don't think losing is ever gonna happen, though. I don't think any single gym, any single trainer is gonna bother us anymore. Yeah, we got the king. We got the king. I think basically Pokemon Godzilla in reverse. Yeah, I don't think losing's ever gonna happen. You lost once, it sucked. It's always next time, though. You lose, that's how you can win the next time. Refine your strategies. Come back next time. And then, like, yeah. Well, what's hard becomes easy. Like, progression happens in human beings too. It's not just in video games. The more XP you get in real life, the easier life gets. I didn't even know where I was going with that. The best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. Oh, this is weird. There's a Venonat here. I didn't know there was a Venonat here. These guys appear around Fuchsia City or whatever. Like at level 40 in like red and blue. This must be the rare catch in this era. We're just gonna perma-sleep him and chuck balls at him. Yeah, he's poison. I do not want to, like, use confusion on him. He looks like a Wookiee. He looks like an Ewok, actually. Less Wookiee and more Ewok. Hey, he's gonna become a moth later in life. What do I call the Venonat? And future Venomoth? Loki? Like Loki, but he's woke? I thought Marvel already had him, yeah. Humanka. It's gonna be strange when he's a moth in the future. He won't even look like a Wookiee in the future. He's not gonna be fuzzy. It's gonna be a moth with like big wings and no fuzz. Mothra? How about Wookiee? I don't know, I never see suggestions from Nova, so I'm gonna go with your gauntlet. And go with Fuzzy. Fuzzy, you know, Fewy. There's the Zeds. Yeah, they're real fuzzy. He's a fuzzy tummy, so yeah, I guess that works actually. The question is, do we keep on using Butterfree? Or do we switch to a Venonat? I don't know which would be better, honestly. I know a Venonat's one in a Twitch Plays Pokemon. Your Twitch Plays Pokemon? Venonat was one of the ending Pokemon. If I can replace Butterfree with anything, I'm thinking about, like, Pinsir right now. The problem with Pinsir is that it doesn't learn any bug moves as a bug type. Yeah. Venonat has better stats, but it's poison. And this is bug flying and not bug poison. It's just gonna, like, yeah, die so hard to Psychic type. But Bug and Psychic, I think, are super effective against each other. I think that might be a thing. We have a Poison type in the Nidoking anyway. We're just gonna go to the next area and see what we catch there, I guess. And then we'll make our decisions. Yeah, we're not gonna keep, Butterfree anyway. I want to replace him with a Pinsir, I think. This is where my brain is at right now. Okay, this is what I actually wanted from this area. I wanted something like a Bellsprout. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, it's not an Oddish, it's a Bellsprout. Take him though. Yeah, we have too many poison types at this point. We're not gonna swap out Butterfree for another poison type if we're gonna use Bellsprout. Okay, a Bellsprout. It prefers hot and humid places, and it devours insects after it catches them once it's fine. What do we call this big-mouthed plant Pokemon? Yeah. Victory Bell is most well known for eating James. Just putting James in his mouth and trying to eat him. Doorbell? Victory Bell becomes Doorbell. That's kind of interesting. I was thinking about Salad for a name because it's a grass type. And it looks like a kind of, I don't know, like a bell pepper. It looks like a bell pepper a little bit. Caesar? That's too cool for this thing. It's just a big mouth, honestly. Yeah, Gorbel it is. That's at least related to Bellsprout. Okay. Caesar is way too based for that Pokemon, but... Alright, let's go get our Bellsprout. Let's replace the Zubat with a Bellsprout. Yeah, I know that it's probably gonna die against Misty Stormy anyway. But she has Psychic Water Pokemon for some reason. I don't think they know any, like, Psychic moves. It might know Psybeam though, and I'm terrified of this imaginary fact. I don't know if it's true, but I imagine it either. So I'm very afraid of Misty. Yeah, I already get this up to like, what's the evolution after Bellsprout? Whatever that is. I'm an oddish player because I never use Bellsprout. I don't even know what his, like, first evolution is, actually. You blew your nose so hard you got dizzy, oh no. You're weeping, but what's it? How's that? I know Victory Bill and Bellsprout, but I don't know what the intermediary one is. Okay, that is Thunder Wave. That is pointless. Thank you for giving me useless TMs of a donut. Oh, this is the Charmander guy. I don't want a Charmander. That's a gift Pokemon, and he's going to make the Nuzlocke too easy. So we're not gonna take the Charmander. That'll be easy mode. You don't want to evolve into a baby Pokemon. Imagine if there was a Pokemon that, like, reverse evolved. Yeah, starts out with, like, max evolution form. But, yeah, as it evolves, it becomes, like, weaker and like a baby. Imagine if that existed. Ugh. That's what Pokemon is missing. That Machopla is so crazy strong though. You never know how strong a Machop is until your butterfly almost gets chopped in half. Like a salad, like some lettuce just being, like, chopped up. Okay, kick him. Kick those rocks. You think Wishy-Washy is the closest thing to Beck or Zaloi? I don't know what that is. I'll have to take your word for it. A Wishy-Washy. It sounds like it has a funny name. I don't think I've ever heard of it though. Wiki-Washy. Wishy-Washy. I don't know any of the new Pokemon. I barely even know Gen 5. I played Black and White like one time. Sun and Moon was also a one-time playthrough. But for other reasons. It's a fish in Sun and Moon. And that was a one-time playthrough and then I forgot it entirely. I didn't want to remember it, to be fair. Ah, God. Yeah, I am so iffy about the new Pokemon game. So iffy. Even if they look cool, I'm gonna try very, very hard not to get sucked into it. Not just fall into it, and then just a body game that I won't like. I tried very hard not to get sucked in like that. Yeah, like fairy types and stuff. I barely got to play with them. Okay. That's a beat up kid though. Let's go. It's like a school of fish and it's crazy strong. But if it goes under 25% HP, it becomes really weak. Oh, it's from an ability then. I guess that is the closest you would ever get to a reverse fall then. I think Onyx only knows Bide, right? So we can Vine Whip him and he'll die, right? That was a one hit from something that was 4 levels under him. I used to think Onyx was really strong. I don't really think that anymore. Yeah. That's like a childhood, like, dream shattered. Everything you thought you knew, because I died with that on it. Ugh, Slowpoke. This is my current nemesis, like water psychic type. Anything that's water psychic is terrifying. It really is. I'm like yeah, no confusion. That is a huge, giant risk, and he has to leave. Hidden ability, Sylveon with Cyber Beam. It's very funny. If I ever play a game that has Sylveon in it ever again, I might try that. I don't know. I'm so out of the Pokemon meta, I'm just gonna have to follow on like guides and stuff until I figure it out. I can't ever see myself doing competitive Pokemon though. Like maybe multiplayer online battles and stuff. That's the only thing I'm interested about in Pokemon also. It's not the game, it's just the multiplayer endgame battles. Yeah. Hi Squirrel, hi. How are you today? Welcome. Hello, Master Bill, let's keep going. Oh, instant outfit change. Oh my god, thank you. I think kimono is my second favorite outfit. Yeah, I think so. What do I have even? I have the very modest, like, priestess outfit. I don't know, it's still like kinda hot still though. I think the kimono is my second favorite. Okay. An alert? Yeah, I hope you enjoy your lurk. I hope you have a nice day. I hope you have a very nice day. Thank you for stopping by. I gotta think about, like, new outfits and stuff. I think the sailor outfit and the priestess outfit, like, perfect. I went way too hard in the fan service the last time I used this. I went to beyond the fan service. I went into just straight up service. I gotta think about that. I don't want to go too crazy, honestly, again. That's why I don't count the maid outfit that I used to have anymore. It's very fitting for the kind of VTuber I am. It fits a succubus very well, honestly it does. Oh, well, that fits me too. Right in my forehead. Hi monkey. Thank you for your service. Nuts you. Thank you. I'm glad that I can be of service. I don't want that to be the main thing, though. I don't want to be that service-oriented, to where it becomes like the only thing about me and my channel. Yeah, where I'm just like pure like service and like there's no gaming. And nothing else. Thank you for the 50. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the skull. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Acquired 1,000 Kikaboon for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why, but occasionally, like, people seem to be dumped with like 1,000 kicks. It's happened to me 2 times, by the way. I've never bought kicks before. But I've somehow ended up with like 2,000 kicks. Thank you for sharing some of those with me, thank you. It's really nice that they give the community kicks to like spend on streamers, like just like for free. I mean 1,000? Like $10, I think. Yeah, those big streamers must like get a lot of those though. Yeah, I get why it's $10 actually. Because if you're over 1,000 viewers, you could have like 5 people like that, and then it turns into 50. It's ticking 1,000 times. Yeah, that would hurt. It would hurt a lot. You would develop an iron shirt if like you got kicked or so. Yeah, you would. It's kind of worth it. If you're a hardcore training person. Yeah, honestly. If you get kicked enough, you'll start to get used to it, and it won't hurt as much. If it ever happens again. You want to get into Kung Fu martial arts? 10 out of 10 would recommend getting kicked 1,000 times. Probably daily, even. Yeah, it's a really nice thing about this website. What do I teach? Seismic Tough Weather. This is a level-based damage thing. I think Girl Daddy, like, honestly, should learn it. I could keep it, but it's better than Tackle, and he's not gonna learn anything else. He won't learn anything else, like, ever in his life. This is his moveset, and it's gonna stay like this until he's, like, level 40. It's just... Hey, let me feed my doorbell. And then we keep going. And then we keep going. Tanky low attack Pokemon. Well, I was thinking about Pikachu, but it is not tanky. That was the only other Pokemon that could learn it. Yeah. If we're gonna get a Pinsir later to replace the Butterfree. Yeah, it wouldn't go to that because that's high attack and the tanky. Where does it go to? The Drill Daddy? Yep, yes it does. We're not gonna use Pikachu as a meat shield. I learned my lesson in the last attempt. After he died. Chansey, I'm not gonna get one, am I? It's a very low chancey that I would ever get a Chansey. That's a very rare catch inside of the Safari Zone. We only have a single attempt at catching it too, if we ever happen to see one. So if we find one and then it gets insta-caught. Is that gonna happen? More likely to just use a Snorlax patch. Just find a Snorlax and use a Snorlax. I mean, there's 2 of them, so there's a replacement Snorlax if, like, one of them dies. Which is just... More likely we're gonna get to Elite Four with the Snorlax. Hitmonchan. He has very good kicks, by the way. He's very high attack. It's kind of, glass cannon, actually. That's a bad choice. And I also don't have one. I don't even have one. Oops, that's Thunder Wave and not Thunder Shock. It's a good thing it got paralyzed like 2 turns in a row. Cause it could've hit me, but it didn't. Snorlax! We're gonna teach him Metronome. It's gonna have Metronome and Rest and Takedown. And probably Strength. That's gonna be his moveset. I have it all planned out already. Did you know Snorlax is my favorite Pokemon? Yeah, I have him all planned out already. He makes me so happy, by the way, especially with the Stadium models. I think his Pokemon Stadium 2 model is the best, honestly. Out of every single version of Snorlax, like, Pokemon Stadium is the best Snorlax. It makes me especially happy that this is possible to play, like, yeah, through the whole of Gen 1 with the best 3D Snorlax. It's the best. It's the best. Pikachu is confused. He thinks that's a real Pokemon. We're gonna uncombine him. Oh my god, that's a human. That's not a Pokemon. That's a human. I talked about this the last time I was in here. I asked a different question though this time. If you could combine yourself with any Pokemon and put your brain inside of a Pokemon, which Pokemon would you choose, by the way? If you could mentally be any Pokemon, what would you want to be, by the way? I think Snorlax is the best because you just sleep all the time. You don't have to move, you don't have to be awake. You just wake up once a year to go on an eating rampage. And then you go right back to sleep. That's the best life, actually. It's the best life. Being a sex doll like a Lopunny might be fun too. I don't know, but that's life. It's Snorlax life. Espeon, Psychic Cat Girl. Yeah. That is the most femboy choice I've ever heard in my life. I guess, what is the other one? Like the pink one? That's probably more of a femboy choice, actually. What I said was offensive, I think. I'm sorry. I don't know. Being like a pet for somebody is not something that I want. I just want to eat and sleep. That's all I want to do. Being someone's cute pet, like, I don't know about that. Hey, Machop is so dangerous. Go to sleep. Never wake up. Pokemon are pets. Think about being a Machamp or a Machop. You don't really want to be that kind of pet for somebody, do you? I mean, he's a great, like, yeah, laborer Pokemon. If you like building houses, or you have a moving company. Like a Machamp, a Machop could be a great pet. Yeah, I don't know if I would want to be one for someone. Oh, Drowsy. This is very bad with the, like, Pokemon I have. I'm realizing that Psychic is a huge weakness for it. Psychic is a gigantic, huge weakness for it. Thankfully, Drowsy doesn't have any Psychic attacks. I think he has Confusion. If he crits Pikachu instead, so Pikachu has to go. Go, Butter, go, I asked, go. Thank you for the dot, thank you for the dot, thank you. Some people have crabs as pets. Would I have a crab as a pet? I don't know. It's tempting, I guess, but like, I don't know. I think crabs are better as food rather than as pets. And that's gonna be the case for the majority of Pokemon Club. Yeah, crabs are better as food than as pets. It's gonna be the same for Pokemon in my opinion. And if you're gonna be eaten, you probably wanna be a low pony. I guess I think so. Okay, sleep powder is so good, everything is just gonna have it. Everything gets sleep powder. You get sleep powder, you get sleep powder. Everyone gets sleep powder. You would eat a milk tank? Well, that is a cow, honestly. It has steak. Yeah, it can become a steak, so like, why wouldn't you eat it? You know what's sad? Getting Dig and not being able to teach your ground-type Pokemon Dig. Perhaps I put that away in the PC. But the fossil, the moonstone, the candies, and this? I guess we'll keep the town map. What was TM28 again? I can't wait to play a future game and then just actually be able to know what these are. And also not having to go in the PC to store items I've written. What was 45? What is this? Thunderwave, we're gonna sell that. Okay. Pig would be cool, but you don't like pork, so you wouldn't eat it. There was a girl who came in here yesterday who said Pig was her favorite. It's very good of you to say that you wouldn't eat it. Yeah. You dodged a bullet like a huge one. Oh god. What do I do? But now, well, you have to go and fight Misty. Like, we have the doorbell and the Pikachu. This is my number 1 and my number 2 for fighting Misty. I think the best strategy against Misty is gonna be to sleep powder and, like, confusion it. And then swap out Pikachu, like, to do damage. This is the best idea that I have at the moment. Like, we might be able to get away with it, but Pikachu died last time, and I want to protect him, and, like, yeah, I don't want him to die. This has sleep powder also, but how slow are you? 25 speed, that's really bad, it looks like. Well, we're gonna go fight the trainers. Probably not gonna fight Misty. I think Nuzlocke rules, actually. If you go in the gym, you have to stay in the gym. Okay, forget that nonsense. We're just gonna go towards Vermilion, I guess. Maybe we'll go fight some Diglets in the tunnel. Maybe that's how we train up our Belfrout. Yeah, let's go with the tunnel and fight some Diglets, guys. We have 2 more catches along the way anyway. Yeah, we have 1 here, and 1 in the next route. And 2 more after that, actually. Let's go get all 4 of our catches, and then we'll come back, actually. That's big brain. Huge brain. Yeah, I think, like, Meowth spawned here. And maybe some other subs. So let's, like, see what's here. Let's see what we get. Ugh. Oh, boy and Abra. This is our teleport slave. Thank God. Oh my god, I missed. Thank God I sent out my Butterfree first so I can put it to sleep so it won't be able to teleport. Okay, bye. It ran away. I guess we get nothing here because it's gone. Ramen? Maybe there's a second Abra in this next round. I'll keep that in the back pocket. That's so lame. You have a Butterfree ready and then it just like teleports away. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's a Jigglypuff. What did you want to name Jigglypuff? I think you had a name for her, like Peach, I think. I don't. Ricabra! Oh my Jigglypuffs. Easy, catch easy. I caught my balloon. If someone suggested Peach a long time ago. I know she's pink peach colored, but yeah, Peach. There we go, there we go. I think we might replace Butterfree with that, actually. And then eventually replace Doorbell with a pincer, probably. This is my current thinking. I think that's pretty good. Don't you think so? Because I think so. Are any items here? I don't know, but I feel like there would be. You have to stand right on top of where was it? There are no items there. I'm not gonna try those items. Let's just go. Let's go. Having a sweeping Butterfree right now is kind of scary. I think we can kill these bug boys anyway. You have a Weedle? A Weed? You can't even poison a poison type. Yeah, go sleep. Box a Butterfree as a nice backup. Yeah, as a backup in case the Jigglypuff dies for some reason. In case she just gets deflated. Yeah, Wigglytuff. I think it's weaker than a Clefable is. But still, that thing is a tank, honestly. It's such a big, huge tank, honestly. Yeah, I'm not gonna replace it until after we're done with Misty. We can't even use Butterfree against Lieutenant Surge anyway. That would be the perfect time to replace it to swap out. But we've given Butterfree so much experience at this point. And we have a Pidgey just sitting there at level 5. Yeah, I don't know about replacing Butterfree to actually. I'm considering just keeping this forever. Can Butterfree learn Psychic, actually? Because if it can learn Psychic, I might just keep it. Yeah, what's Butterfree even learn in Gen 1? I'm gonna look at this. It learns Psybeam at 34. It can learn Psychic, actually. If it had Mega Drain, Toxic... Yeah, and Psychic. This thing might be a monster, actually. Yeah, Toxic, Sleep Powder, Psychic. It might be like a monster, kinda, actually. Yeah, much more a monster than a Wigglytuff. We might keep this Butterfree forever, actually. Oh my god, it's like my dad. Oh my god. Son, meet father. Do I want want to use Psychic on Butterfree. That's a really terrifying prospect, actually. To just use the one Psychic TM and then just lose it. Like we did last time. After my Kadabra died. The Kadabra learned Psychic and then he died in the next battle. Like after, as soon as we got it. And then I had no Psychic. Oda 3 is so strong, like how could it ever die? How could it ever lose anything? Like I don't even see that happening for any reason ever. Is Vine Whip like special or physical? I think Whip is still physical. That's what my brain says, but I don't know. Just whip the Cubone anyway. That'll be nice to know for the future. All grass moves are special. Even though it's a whip, it's a special attack. Hey, I need like a freaking manual to Gen 1 Pokemon to understand all the mechanics. Cause it doesn't tell you anything in the game. I think starting Gen 2 you can look at the abilities. And you know what they do. Cause you can read. You cannot read anything in this game though. You just have to guess and hope for the best. I kinda like that, by the way. It's like being like a kid again, honestly, and not knowing anything. It's like being a dumb kid and just knowing nothing. Special physical split doesn't happen till Gen 4. But yeah, I guess when we play Heart Gold after that, maybe we can actually play Pokemon in the way that I know how to play. That would be fun. Okay, let's keep going. I think we're okay. I don't know when the Bellsprout evolves. We're just gonna sit in the Diglett cave until it happens, though. Physical and special is based on type. I think I remember that. Like all Dragon type moves, like being special. Yeah, I think so. I think I remember that. Like a little bit at least. Enjoying game today? Yes, I am. The news that was announced at D23. I don't know what D23 is, I'm sorry. Pika Pika. What news was announced at D23? Cause I'm not aware of it. Yeah, the only new Pokemon news that I know is whenever Winds and Waves was announced. I only know what the graphics of the game look like. And also the starter Pokemon. That's it. That's the most recent Pokemon news that I'm caught up on. Yeah, I don't need a manual for any of that, by the way. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna try our best. We're gonna guess and hope for the best. I think that's like more authentic. I can just look everything up on the internet. I'm gonna try to use my brain power and see how it goes. Ghost to type is physical. Well, even though we have a mod that fixes like the evolutions and stuff, I'm really upset we couldn't get an Aberbola because I installed a mod that fixes that, by the way, like trait evolutions. Yeah, like if we level up Kadabra enough, it'll evolve. Same with Gengar, by the way. But Gengar is such a bad choice in Gen 1 compared to Alakazam. There is no fit. Is Shadow Ball in this game? I thought Shadow Ball comes in like Gen 3 or something. I have no idea. I am so out of Pokemon. Okay, Gen 2, oh god. That's my least played Pokemon generation. Like, after Black and White. Like, I have like no knowledge about it. I just played Gen 3 all the time, and then Gen 4 all the time. That's what I did. I'm a basic Pokemon player. Now, a Disney fan convention. That's what it is. That's what D23 is. I'm not a Disney fan, so I don't know anything about that. I am too far away from Disneyland to care. Yeah, if you go directly southwest or southeast, they're about the same distance from each other. Very far away. Out of reach. Yeah, Charizard, Wildlife. There are 3 trainers that give you Squirtle and Bulbasaur and Charmander. I'm not gonna take any of them though because they would make the playthrough like basically too easy. Now we played Red before this with these mons and stuff. We had a Charizard for a little bit. I'm not gonna spoil what happened. Yeah, but my Charizard. I had one. Yeah, that was our Pokemon Red playthrough. Yeah, the Stadium model is also a mod, by the way. You have to get the Pokemon Stadium ROM. And then you have to load in the models like for this. It's not default, though. It's my favorite way to play Gen 1 Pokemon. Pokemon and all actually at the moment. Yeah, this is my favorite way to play Pokemon now. This Decomp project has turned out far more addictive than I thought it would be. Like the entire reason I just like stopped the basic yellow trigger. After I got this working, especially. Yeah, it's because this just like feels like so much different. It just hits different, yeah? I don't know why. Hey, let's sell our Nugget. And our TM45, which is Thunderwave. Thunderwave, goalie. Sell all our potions? It's super potions instead, lots of them. Really need enough to keep some awakenings. Cause sleep is too strong in this game. Let's buy as many as I can, actually. Stocking up on awakenings. That's a weird thing. Hey, Diglets! Diglets in the Diglett cave. Send it out the Butterfree. See if we can catch a Diglett as long as it's not a Dove Trio. Has a little Sonic, okay. Level 16. Go to sleep! Go to sleep, my little sausage. I'll play your confusion and kill him. Almost did, oh boy. Okay, name for Diglett. Name for Diglett. I need a name for him. What do we call him? Surprise the sausage. Button? That's the current name from the chat button. He has a button nose. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Okay, button. There's one more catch out here, and then we can start training the Bellsprout. Yeah, we're gonna do a training montage on those Diglets. We're gonna do that up until we get, like, a Weepin' belling us. And then we're gonna go fight Misty. Yeah, we can't catch Pidgey, because we already have Pidgey. I really hope a Pidgeotto doesn't appear because that would be a lame catch, just like a Rattata. But I don't have right now. I need a name for Rattata. This is the saddest catch that you can possibly get, like at this point in the game. Yeah, I got the level 1 rat that you get in Route 1. Yeah, and I'm all the way over here where Drowsy spawns. A rat. Rattata. Thanatos, that's way too cool for him. It's like the god of death from Greek mythology. It's a rat and you're calling it Thanatos. I want to call it Urika, honestly. Urika? I know she's a bear, but honestly. She gives off rat vibes too. You ever seen her Twitter profile? Know what I mean? That sounds offensive though, so I won't do it. Yeah, Rattata? Rattata? That's the perfect name for Rattata. It's gonna stay in the box forever, so yeah. That's the name that he gets forever. As a rat. It lives in the box forever. Yeah, Thanatos was too cool for him. I'm a bit scared of Bellsprout. It has a poison subtype. I don't know how that does in Gen 1. I don't like Comdos somewhat too. I like Comdos, like, yeah, just straight up well. He is an artist, and I think she made all of her own emotes. If I ever get, like, money, by the way, I will ask that person. I will ask her. I will ask her to make all my emotes. There's another person I really like that made my, like, Big Booba emote. Yeah, the Big Booba emote. It's just called Booba. Okay, that's what it's called. Yeah, the Booba emote. If I could choose anyone to make my emotes, this guy's speed could be between Condost and, like, Spectis, actually. This is where I'm at currently, I gotta start commissioning more sussy emotes again. Yeah, I haven't had a new sussy emote in a while. Yeah, Fabulous has a lot of those, doesn't she? And she's a married woman, by the way. He's a married woman and he's out here doing that. Oh my god. That's a very offensive, like, bounce emote. It's very offensive. Do the best way, though. Yeah. I mean, mine looks sus. That looks way more sus. Honestly, it does. Get away from Lewd at one point. Yeah, I'm not a Lewd-tuber. I never will be ever again. Like, fan service is okay, but if it goes into, like... If it goes beyond it, like, that's a problem. That's why I didn't bring back the bikini outfit that I used to have. And there's another one that was, like, extra bad. That didn't really belong on a regular video game website. Yet the Waytex outfit is never coming back. Yeah. Fan service is okay. But it stays at 16 plus at the most. We're not going into 18 plus R-rated VTuber content. Never again. Never again. Like, I can play around with it, I can be playful. Yeah, but if it goes beyond playful and just becomes, like, serious, then that's a serious problem. At that point, it's no longer about, like, playing games and stuff. It's just about gooning. And you just become a goonituber. I don't want to be a goonituber that's exclusively for gooning. Maybe if you want to do that, that's okay. I don't want to be a hardcore goonituber, though. At one time, that was the thing I was doing. Yeah, it's been over a year, though, since I've been interested in that. Over a year. I've been backsliding a little bit. I think I'm in a place where I'll, like, yeah. Where we want to go, like, full sussy anyway. Oh, I got a gum trio, that's like full sussy. That's full sussy, I'm scared. Oh, that's a critical hit, isn't it? I don't know if I want to train my bell sprout in here anymore. Yeah. I don't know if I want to be there anymore. Oh god. I mean, if Butterfree dies, like, we have a Venonat, and we can replace it, and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Three women or one? Very well. You don't want to be a female trainer in the Diglett cave. You might trip on a Diglett and, like, find yourself, like, on a Dugtrio. Yeah, you don't want to be a girl in the Pokemon universe. 3 at once for one, very well. Why is everything a penis to some people? I mean, honestly. Why? There's nothing sussy about a Diglett. Nothing sussy about a Diglett, a Dugtrio at all. Speed of White Dildo? I guess if they can swap between 3 of them at once. It's like never-ending speed of light dildo. It's like it has intelligence. And when one is done, the next one starts. Yeah, you don't want to be a girl in the Pokemon universe. A Coven's favorite one. If we're talking about witchcraft, honestly, I don't think Diglett Dugtrio would be their first choice. I think Ghastly, honestly, it's pretty basic. Pretty basic, obvious choice. I think witches would go for Ghastly, honestly. Like it can curse. It can actually curse things to make them die, which is what witches are all about. It also can just float through balls and start, like, licking people. Paralyze them and then just, like, endlessly lick them and traumatize them. I think Litwick, just a candle. It's not that exciting. You can't curse people or float through their walls and paralyzesly whip them to death. It flows through the wall and it sets you on fire when you're in bed. You're asleep? There's a ghost Pokemon that's a candle to, like, burn down your house. Yeah. It's not very cool. Spore, I don't want that. I already have all those moves on. Oh my god, my Butterfree. There's my boy. There's my Weepinbell. I thought 22, but yeah, 21. I think we're ready for Misty now. Summoning a circle and you can summon a Yami. If you summoned a Yami, like, what would you do with her? I want to know the answer to the question. Oh god. Okay, let's get our bike ticket. And I'll try to focus about fighting Misty. My mind got super melted by that conversation. I don't think we should talk about Doug Trail like that. Yeah, it's gotta throw the up hard and then I'm gonna like lose this gym battle. If I'll fight Misty right now. Ruabik! Misty! And they give you 5 minutes? It'll take us 5 minutes to get there. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna go fight Misty. We won against her the last time we tried it. But I did lose my Pikachu. My Pikachu perma died the last time I fought her. Should be very careful. My caution level is like 99% right now. Litwick Line eats souls and drags you to the underworld. Oh, every ghost Pokemon. It's literally every ghost Pokemon. $20 points? Well, you have an opportunity to win big. You have an opportunity to win huge. Win so many points. And you petty VTuber too much. I hope it's worth it though. I hope it's worth it. Or C. Gonna shock them. That'll be enough. At least I think so. So that's one. And you have a shoulder pulling your clussy out already. She's pulling her clussy out. Technically it's a shoulder right now. One day there will be a big, strong cloister. I miss making those jokes. I miss my cloister. I just remembered that I had a cloister, and now I'm sad because it's dead. Ugh. Why did I have to say that? It just brought PTSD back. Oh my god. Rest in peace. We are another shelter and I do everything I can to make sure it like doesn't die. We're not going to walk into Gary and then just have him like kill us. Okay, we'll keep out Pikachu, I think, for the Staryu. I'm a super potion him for 5 health. That's how scared I am. Okay, here we go. Send up Butterfree when he switches. And Supersonic. Sleep Powder. Hope it doesn't miss. Like, yeah, let's see what happens. This is the scariest gym leader in the whole game. Okay, what do we start with? Go with Thunder Top, just like go for all attack. All in on attack. It even got paralyzed anyway, oh my god. Ugh, guy. His Staryu isn't so bad. Starmie is. It's really bad. Go to sleep? Okay, thanks for tackling me and not doing anything else. What I missed? Don't use Bubble Beam. Please don't use Bubble Beam. Oh my god, just keep missing. I hate it. Stay asleep forever and never wake up, please. Okay, doorbell, go. Go! How many times do I use growth, do you think? I can get away with it one more time, but I think she's about to wake up. Sleep powder. It is X-Defend. It's still asleep. I'm gonna spam sleep powder until it wakes up. Use it again. It's still asleep. Use it again. I woke up. Go back to sleep. Ish wave. Don't wake up. Yeah, I think I can attack now. Like 3 of those. So good. This is the most preparation I've ever done for Tomb Raider. So much it paid off and then it made it easy. Sleep is so overpowered. She killed my Pikachu last time. She perma-killed my Pikachu last time. She just died because I had a grass-type Pokemon. To be fair, we had an Oddish last time. I don't think Oddish learns any good like grass-type moves in the same way that like Eltro does. Oh my god. That was so good. That was so easy. I was terrified of fighting her, but that was actually incredibly easy. Like, we over-prepared for that, and we just, like, wiped the board with her. Now we have Lieutenant Turd. Yeah, using Butterfree is off the table. We still have Sleep Powder from Weeping Willow. Yeah, this is gonna be Drill Daddy's time to shine. He doesn't have any ground moves, but he can pick everything to death. So let's go! Really unlucky last time. I think it crits a Bubble Beam the Pikachu or something. I'm pretty sure something like that happened. This is just... Yeah, I don't even know how he died. I do know, but I had to restart the whole thing because my escort quest failed and my Pikachu died. Playing Pokemon Yellow in a Nuzlocke follower. There should be a rule to keep Pikachu alive the whole time. Keep him in your party and never let him die. This should be a requirement for Yellow Nuzlockes. Bubble Beam crit through Max Evasion and the paralysis. Yeah, I put all my eggs in the Pikachu basket, and then Pikachu died. Yeah, I remember that. Just spamming double team, underwave it, still crits me with a Bubble Beam. Only what happened to someone like me. I forgot to get the bike, by the way. I don't have the bicycle. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Cerulean after this, aren't we? I'll get it later. We don't need it right now. Hey, let's see another adjusting our team. Splits the town map away. And this away. And the old rod away. We have a Magikarp, so yeah, bye. Ugh. What is Pikmin a Pidgey? What can I like actually take? Let's see. I want to use anything in here. Maybe the Diglett, because it has, like, ground type moves? I don't think so, though. We need everything that's in our party right now. I want to take the Jigglypuff with me, honestly. Yeah. There's no room for her in the party. a mascot Pokemon. We started with him. I don't want a second mascot. Actually having mascot, like rules in a Nuzlocke. You keep a weak Pokemon in your party, and you have to take him to the end without him dying. That's an interesting way to play Nuzlocke, isn't it? Keep a weak but cute Pokemon in your party the whole time. And if he dies, you have to restart. If you want to do Nuzlocke that way, I like that. There is a fresh and new, interesting way to do it. We're gonna be fighting Lieutenant Surge now, aren't we? Yeah. We're gonna do the SSN and stuff, and getting all Beast Raiders. We're gonna need to fight Gary again on the boat. I think Nidoking can just like wipe the floor with, yeah, Lieutenant Surge right now by himself. Not even give me a thing. Hey, I'm not worried about him. XP farm though. Yeah, maybe we'll start working on our Pidgey, maybe. Cause it's level 5 still. I think it's more worth it to work on the Magikarp. We don't have a water type, and we just got Bubbly. What do we need a water type for? Yeah, grounded types are handled by the doorbell. And also the Pikachu. Well, actually, that's for water types. Yeah, this grass is good against, yeah? Water. What is water good against? Grounded types. That's it. At least I think so, but we need a water type anyways. Because it needs to learn Surf. And Gyarados is really good and really strong, so yeah, we'll do it. Let's get our fish up. Let's get our fish up. Get our fish on. Yeah, I don't want a water type at this point. Something like Poliwrath would be much better. At least I think so. The Fire Ground Rock. Grass is not good against fire types. But water is. If we're gonna fight fire types, like Nidoking probably better. Like ground orcs too. Yeah, God. I am not finding any room for like new Pokemon at all. It's gonna be a squeeze to fit in Snorlax at all. Assuming we catch one in the first place. Yeah, that's a strong boy. That's a big boy. Grass strong against water. It's basically a shield for my Pikachu, so I don't have to send him out in every battle. That's what Weaving Bill is right now. It's a Pikachu protector. That's his entire reason for existing. Just to keep my Pikachu safe. Ah, God. Yellow is a really funny way to play Nuzlocke. What's this? Oh my God. Dude, I want to play more Pokemon games with like mascot. With mascot Pokemons. I want to do that more often, but like they never do it again after this. Sure, like in Heart Gold, they let you have the Pokemon walk behind you again. Is that the same? Not the same as having a mascot Pokemon that never evolves? I don't think it is. It is so not. It's so not. Okay, no confusion, nice. Is Zubat's main reason for existence. confuse you. It's dead. Let's go, Eevee. Yeah, there's no chance of anything dying in that game at all, so... I don't think even doing a Nuzlocke would make it interesting. You're kind of just walking through the game like a tourist, just like there to look at the grass and stuff. That's kind of what it feels like to me, at least. Feels like a walking simulator. I don't know. I don't think the gameplay would be very interesting in that, even if we did, like, do a Nuzlocke. Also, I would have to buy it. Because we can't emulate it, like, we couldn't do anything interesting, like, yeah, randomizers and stuff. We couldn't really alter the rules of the game and stuff to play it the way that I would want to. And I would have to buy it and play it normally. So no, that's not happening. I'm sorry. It just isn't happening. Ugh. Any Pokemon game that we play after this, it'll be Art Gold probably. And then it'll go up to like Gen 3 after that. Like Gen 3 should come out on the Switch and Switch 2 at that point. There are rumors that like Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire. There are rumors that those are gonna come out on the Switch 2 kind of soonish. Oh my god, that was a crit. I'm gonna suck in a super potion. That was a bit scary. That was a little bit scary. That guy's horn is very sharp. Oh god. Yeah, we're only gonna go up to like, yeah, probably X and Y. And stop there. Which is kind of sad that because... I don't know. There's so many cool, interesting Pokemon in the later games and stuff. And they're basically unusable because the games are just uninteresting to me. Where are the lines on the floor? That's a road. It's called a road, by the way. That's what that is. Yeah, it's supposed to represent, like, kind of a walking path, I think. With little, like, fences or something on the edges of it. Or, like, digits. That would be, like... I don't know. What does a road look like? You can think about it. Probably could. Ugh, God. I mean, isn't all yet. Nice crit. Nice, huh? You don't think I know? What don't I know? What do I not know? Ugh, it's really hot today, by the way. I had to pull my bed out so it, like, uncovers the vent. Yeah, it's getting hot again. I'm like dripping in sweat right now. Ugh, my god. You don't think? I know that you don't think. I think I already knew that because I think you told me that before. I'm pretty sure you did. That's what I think, at least. I think you did, at least. Yeah, it's very hot today, by the way. I have to pull out my bed so it uncovers the vent so the cold air can actually escape. Naturally, like, get to me. It's very nice, by the way. It feels good. like instant change after I move my belt away. Oh god. This is the perfect day to play Pokemon. It's too hot to do anything else. It's too hot to go outside. It's too hot to like play like Call of Duty. Anything that's like, I don't know. It requires me to move, or like think, or try. This is perfect. I didn't think I would get this hard in the Pokemon again. Yeah, this Gen1Recomp thing came out of nowhere. It really did. It's gonna suck to the end so hard. Hell World has randomization features. I don't know how that would work in its open world survival game. Yeah. That sounds kind of weird, honestly. Like in an RPG with set spawns and stuff, it makes more sense to have randomized or challenge stuff. But in an open world game where you can shoot the Pokemon with your own guns, I don't know, it doesn't sound that interesting to me. Yeah, I still just want to play Pokemon. I'm not a big fan of the Ark survival kind of gameplay, honestly. I don't really want that, like, I'll be honest. It's not... It was fun to play, but then it started to get really, like, yeah. You just had to grind all of this, like, crafting stuff. I don't like the grind in my Pokemon kind of game, being crafting. You need so many resources, like far too many. You need so much iron, it's ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous the amount of iron that you need. And then you need to go and find coal and sulfur, and you need to like cart that around like back to your main base. Yeah, it's too much swapping around, honestly. I'd rather just play a straight up Pokemon game, honestly. Like an RPG monster battle game. That's what I want, personally. I just want a basic strategy RPG game. I know they're outdated and everybody hates them. But I'm outdated too, and I like them better that way. Yeah, I like them better because I'm outdated. I think classic Final Fantasy, everything before like 15 or whatever, I think that's better Final Fantasy. I think it was better as a turn-based RPG. I might play the new Final Fantasy game that's coming out because it's like a 2.5D pixel art turn-based game again. I'm considering it. Like, yeah, maybe. I saw Domino's Pizza tweeting about it. Yeah, Domino's Pizza UK account is pretty based, by the way. They've been like harping on PlayStation over the, yeah, no physical game thing. What do you buy a digital pizza, by the way? Yeah, the pizza with individual pepperoni. That's not as good as a pizza with, like, physical pepperoni. Yeah, they've been tweeting about the new Final Fantasy game. Pretty based account. I don't know. They make me want to play it. Anyways. It also just looks good. It looks better. It looks better than 16 and 15. Yeah, I'm kind of outdated, by the way. I have played Pokemon Yellow, which came out in 1995, like 30 years later. I think that does mean I'm outdated. I just like the rule set in the original Pokemon game. thought you made it look different, so I guess I'm not that out of it. I still like good graphics, yeah. Seriously? I like the role set, the way this game works without steel types and dark types. Limited Pokemon. I don't know. It just hits different. It hits you different. Pedamios. It's the same reason that I like classic WoW over modern WoW. It's so limited and so, like, unbalanced or whatever. It's so imperfect that it feels better. Yeah, the game is more imperfect, so it's more of a perfect game, and it feels better. Does that make sense? Oh, thank you for the heart rate. Thank you, thank you. I poured that liquid down my throat. Thank you, thank you. It's very good, thank you. It's a lot of people here. It's like a single old man left to beat up, so let's go. Let's go fight the old man, yeah, outside of the supermarket. I guess this is a gate area, actually. I don't know. It's pretty close to a supermarket, my opinion. Oh, wow, my ear is, That really does hurt my ears so much. It just wakes up instantly. Oh my god. Back to sleep. Yeah, close your eyes, go to sleep. I love to bully the elderly, I do. Yeah, that like hurts my ears so much. It disorients me, like, yeah. You ever hear a really loud piercing noise? And it makes you forget where you are and what you're doing? That's kind of what I feel like at the moment. I think I already felt like that, actually. Oh my god. Okay, we're below 20, and it probably has Sonic Boom. Yeah, even if it's just tackling, like, seriously, just like you. The right is just tackling over and over again. Okay, that's the last one. That's the item finder over there. We need 20 Pokemon to get that, and we have 17. Oh, there's other guy here. Whoops, I didn't fight him. This is like Gary all over again. Except it's a child, and it's gonna be easy. Yeah. No level 50 Alakazam this time. Walking into people that you thought weren't there is something I have to be careful about. That's a dead rat. A dead mouse. A dead rat. Let's just send out the drill baddie, honestly, and just like kick him to death. Hi Nicky, hi Nicky, hi Nicky, how are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you again, welcome. Hey, a single more rat. It's a big rat though, it's a big one. I like how nibbly they are. Does that make any sense? I like how nibbly they are. Yeah, the stadium models are like so good. I don't know why they put so much attention to detail into the Pokemon Stadium models. And then just never did it again. Well, I love them. They're like the best. The best Pokemon models. Absolutely Stadium. And Stadium 2. They peaked in the 90s and then never ever backs up to it. And Nibble It. That would have been a good name for the Rattata. I guess it's too late now though, yeah. His name is Rattata with too many A's. Yeah. Okay, SSN. This run is going so good, by the way. Just a little bit of knowledge from doing one run. Yeah, one run before this. It's really improved me. Yeah, and almost getting through red really helped too. I think we might be able to get to the Elite Four this time without dying to Gary. Like beautiful and pretty, thank you. Pretty beautiful or beautiful and pretty? I think both. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Imagine if I was a professional Pokemon player. Well, I would have to play Pokemon all the time. And I would have to play the new ones. Yeah, you think it would be fun, and then you realize you actually have to play Pokemon. I think I'll try to be a professional variety streamer. A variety VTuber gamer? That way I can do whatever I want. That is ideal, huh? Rather than getting good at one thing and just focusing on that. Getting it down until you're really a professional. I think being a jack of all trades is better. Being the best at nothing, but good at everything. I think that's a better way to live. Okay, dog is down. Double dog, double down. Yeah, the drill down is fine. Let's keep going. This game hasn't added in the bed healing system yet. If we get too badly hurt, we're gonna have to leave. And then come back, which is kinda awkward. Having a PC and a bed to sleep in. That was a genius idea. Have I ever been on a boat? I was on one of those duck paddle boat things. Like a swan paddle boat thing. I remember that. I don't know if that counts as a real boat, but I've been on a paddle boat before. It's just a joke. You know, we have a few big lakes here. But honestly, you just go there to like sit on the beach anyway. I prefer the artificial beach anyway. Yeah, the normal beach, it's full of sewage and poop. So we go to the artificial beach now. They don't have boats there. Okay, I am not... Oh, you're a waiter? Yeah, it is very poopy there. They didn't used to dump raw sewage in the lake. They do now, though. A lot of it. Yeah. I don't want to talk about, like, yeah, city infrastructure plans because that's gonna dox me. They might fix it, like, in 10 years, though. Maybe my great-grandchildren can enjoy the beach again one day. Great-grandchildren. Yeah, I guess I would have to have children first, so I guess. I don't think my family's ever gonna go back there. Ugh, having kids. Be weird, by the way. You think they'd like 1995 Pokemon? Seriously. I would get them a retro console with like all the Pokemon games. Well, the old ones, I wouldn't let them play the new one. I wouldn't allow them to get brain rotted like that. Honestly, giving a kid like a handheld console, like a Thor or whatever, it's probably better than giving them a cell phone. In terms of their mental development, like, yeah. As long as you keep them away from Roblox, honestly. Yeah. It's gonna give them, like, yeah, an 100 IQ advantage over the other children. Succubus, babies. Yeah, I suck, but I don't do much fucking. I got no kids, Yeah, you gotta, like, play it safe with it. Landiox will give anyone permanent damage. Why these Roblox kids that grow up and keep on playing Roblox? Even after they become an adult. Yeah, those are the most terrifying kinds of people. Like, really? Some of these people are gonna be in their 30s, like, still playing Roblox and, like, nothing else. That's the kind of society that I want to avoid living in at all costs. I don't want to be a part of the Roblox generation. And I'm gonna keep any family I have, like, as far away from that as I can. Yeah, you can play Minecraft, but never Roblox. Never Roblox, never. You can play Java Minecraft, but never, ever, ever Roblox ever, I'm sorry. Hey, back to the Pokemon Center again. I should have put the Pokemon Center, like, right next to the boat. I really wish that was, like, yeah, something we did. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired, actually. I'm getting in that headspace where I'm starting to, like, become, like, lightheaded. Yeah, it's about half an hour away from my regular ending now. Today was basically a day off because I really needed it, honestly. I made super melted, honestly. So tomorrow, we're gonna start with some Mario Kart. And we might play some more Pokemon after that, possibly. Yeah, I think we'll do Lieutenant Search tomorrow.
Good
and for a long and lengthier stream. A longer and lengthier stream. I hope that pleases you. And I hope to see you again tomorrow.